so dangerous, it's so dangerous. YPG is dangerous, so dangerous, it's so.
Welcome to the Premier Pocket. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman.
Yo, this is Aaron Sands back for another week of the greatest podcast ever, the Premier Boys Podcast.
It's your boy Roddy. What's good?
Hey, what's up? It's the Chief Melly Mal here with
Long live the Chief.
Yeah, boy.
The Tribal Chief.
Yeah, yes, and welcome to another episode of the Premier Boy Podcast. You know, hope all is well. Well, I'm about to say my podcast show. My bad.
The wrong show for that, bro.
Not the wrong show.
This is Friday night.
Hold on. Let me do it again.
Friday night. But yeah, you know, we got some interesting topics. But for the first time, we got a special guest. We got our first female guest. You know, Emerson, finish the introduction, son.
All right, you already know. We're going to introduce our first female guest on this podcast. She joined us for Premier News right now. Let's bring her out. Mademoiselle M, come to the stage, please.
Yes, Miss Mademoiselle M.
Welcome.
Hey.
How are we doing this evening?
She's also a fan of the show as well, y'all. She also a fan of
Yes,
the show.
I'm with the Premier boyz.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just
You
heard all
in
the
the building. You in the building.
Love
bro.
it. Definitely in the building.
Yes. She been a long time. Yeah, she been a long time friend of ours. Yes, welcome to the show.
Yeah. It's probably what, like, I don't know, 10, 11 years?
Right, yeah. I think that sounds, yeah, that sounds, yeah. I think that sounds just about right. Like 10, 11, like 12 years, I think. Yeah. Sounds just about right.
The first summer bashment that we hosted over in the East, that was lit.
The basement party?
Yeah, that's when I really
she was there.
Yeah, she got a picture of that.
Oh, gosh.
I won't even name names, but one of y'all was creeping the most.
Oh, yeah, we have to do about that. We have to do about
We ain't gotta go there.
that. Oh.
What's wrong with that? It was a summer bash, so.
It was like,
Good times, yo.
We gotta go.
we ain't gotta go there.
Yeah, we have to go there. Those are the days. Yeah, so you know, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And you know, we're gonna start with the Premier News, y'all. We're gonna start with the Premier News.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Premier News, nigga.
Yes. So our first topic. Who saw the debate? That's all I'm gonna say. Who saw the debate?
I saw the debate.
I did. I saw that shit.
I didn't need to watch the whole debate to know two things. One, they weren't talking about much of nothing. It was just cool sound bites.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And two, I ain't voting for neither of them.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah.
We were watching.
What happened?
It's
What
like,
was the point watching? For laugh?
That's why I said I didn't watch, and I know those things already.
it's like when you watch your little cousins argue over who ate the last cookie or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, you're a dumbass. No, you're a dumbass. And I'm like,
Man,
bro,
shut
no.
up.
Yep, exactly. Matter of fact, give me that shit. No, I'm not taking your ass to bed. That was the debate.
Connery.
The moderator couldn't even keep them in line, bro. He gave up after a while.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It was terrible, son. It was terrible.
It was a hot mess.
I'm wondering to myself, why am I watching this? Like, why am I watching?
It was a hot mess.
Nah,
I
really.
the only one that was actually entertained. Like, I was laughing
Oh, you was laughing.
every time that dude's on screen because he just says stupid shit.
Of course.
I take it as a joke, honestly, because no one could be that dead serious.
He's
My
not.
name-
That's the crazy part about it, because it's like we laugh about it, and we make a lot of fun about this. We see the memes, you see us here making jokes about it. But you also got to consider the fact that this is where we are right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch the whole thing, yo. Just turn that.
There's a song out right now that says "Laugh now, cry later."
Oh, Drake wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying.
setting the pace
Oh,
for 2020 right now. Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, he said Drake. He mentioned Drake.
You already know what that means. Ken, tell him.
Y'all already know what to do when somebody
I
mentions
didn't say
Drake.
Drake. That was
Yeah,
him.
you already know what to do when somebody mentions Drake on the Premier podcast. Y'all gotta right under Drake comic music section. Y'all should already know what it is
he's
right
doing
now.
hip hop, R&B, reggae, K-pop. We don't know. So hopefully y'all can figure it out. Let us know. Put down hashtag music sexual on his post. Work that shit out.
Yeah.
Let's go, Blimes
I
Jersey.
get off topic with the debate, man. I think
Back to debate. Back to the debate, though.
So tell me some major points, you guys who watched the debate. Tell me some major points that you got out of it. Let's go with that.
Well,
I got some. Hold on.
Go ahead, y'all go.
Ladies first.
Heard it
Premier
after
boys are gentlemen.
Minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
I was
going
saying.
You go first. You go first.
Me?
Oh,
yeah, Madam. Yes, Madam. You go first.
Ladies first. Premier boys are gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not only Ken.
My God. You want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you go first. Go first. Oh, by the way, shout out to your shirt.
No. What I'm gonna say is, I feel like everything y'all saying is true. What everyone is saying is true. Like, come on. Like, where was y'all mother? It was like watching two siblings. Like, me and my sister are bad, but damn, you only had 2 hours to sit there and wait for y'all to finish sparring. Now, I will say that I feel like people aren't giving Joe Biden enough credit because to stand there and have this man constantly interrupting everybody, talking shit about you, and bringing up your child, one of which is dead, you have the balls. You really do. And for him to stand there and prove that he's the opposite of that man, because you couldn't get me to shut up. You couldn't get me to stand there and have him say that to me. I think it's the same for probably all of y'all. And isn't he from, he's not from New York, is he?
Who, Biden?
I didn't know. I don't think
Biden's from Scranton.
Trump is from New York.
Somewhere like that. Point being for him to stand there and not really say what he wanted to say, because we've heard Biden curse before, okay? Yeah. And he does tell it like it is. He got the mouth of a sailor. For him to stand there and to compose himself while he lets that man make a fool of himself, he not getting no credit for it, because that's part of the plan. You must have some good people working with you to tell you, you know that that man is going to make a fool of himself. Just let him. Just let him sink his own ass, because if you stand there, keep your mouth closed, don't engage. Because it's funny enough, that's what people tell me when I argue with my sister. They just like, don't engage. Just let them like sink themselves. That he needs to get credit for, because
I'm supposed to give him credit.
Talk about anything. He didn't look at the camera. He didn't talk to the people. He just has side comments the whole time. And we're not here to the end. You never address the question.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask a question. I'm supposed to give Joe Biden credit for being mature?
Your person, yes.
I'm sorry. At this
man, the
point,
6
you need somebody that's mature. And if
mature by
he's
this point,
fuck it.
No, to deal with that man, because who don't want to curse him out though?
Exactly.
I would have.
He probably would have got more points on the poll if he would have. So now we're giving him points for being immature and stupid. No.
But he wasn't immature though.
No, I'm saying he was normally mature. He did tell him, shut up. He was just normally mature.
People will respect him more for holding his ground.
Yeah.
Instead of, because imagine what it was
all the respect in the world
were.
as the guy who didn't win the presidency. That's what he gonna have.
He's
gonna have that Hillary Clinton respect.
I don't know. I feel like people right now, granted, people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sick and tired, son. I'm sick and tired.
They're going to try to find any change that they could make to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, in terms of the debate, it reminds me like when me and my sister got rehearsal, we used to argue like crazy. And my moms would try to be like, stop it, guys. And we don't even hear her. We just going back and forth. We like, yo, shut up. And then she has to call our pops to be like, yo, these kids out here wilding. Come get your kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was like that type of vibe. One thing I did like about the debate, though, was the fact that with the whole Joe Biden situation, he reacted to that, but he also tried to reach out, to the people. You know what I'm saying? He definitely did that, though. And I'm like, I bet, when you dealing with all that chaos, it's hard to be like, yo, suck my dick, fuck out my face. You feel me? But it is. It's hard to be like that because I know me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be on that same wave or something similar on that shit too. Somebody keep interrupting your shit. You feel me? For 2 hours. But you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he was able to still deal with that shit and then still channel the people watching, I feel like he got points for that. I will say that. I feel like this helped our community? Nah. But it did give people an alternative to see like, all right, remember when it used to be somewhat normal? This is what it used to be like. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that at least for the debate.
Yeah. I know the one thing that got to me about the debate when it came to Trump, that he didn't address about the white supremacy situation. Okay. And that just showed that type of person that he is. That he still want racism to happen. He don't want no change. He just want to, you know.
He don't get no change with Trump.
Man of trash, man. Man of trash. He's too trash, yo.
Wow,
this is the wrong topic for me, but that man don't care about racism. That man care about money. That man care about maintaining his presidency. He said everything. If you ever paid attention to his campaign, he said everything that the people who voted for him wanted to hear, and he knew what to say. He knows what he's doing as far as getting the presidency. But let me ask you. You talked about change. What change are we really looking for? What is the definition of change?
But no, that's what I'm saying.
Have we gotten from any president? Let's just go with our lifespan.
In our lifespan? Right?
What change have we gotten from any president? What real change?
Nothing.
Not much, right?
Not really much. I mean, we see little spurts, but not no overwhelming change that will help the community, help our community. Because I always feel like when you do change to help our community, you know, you're gonna have to take away, either A, take away, or B, make other communities uncomfortable because we're old a lot. You know what I'm saying? Building this shit. You feel me? So this is gonna really, like, for us to get that massive change, that shit is gonna upend this government, and they're not ready for all of that yet. You know what I'm saying? They're not ready for that.
The government job is to govern. Governing, maintaining basically a situation, right? This government is working right if everything that's happening is happening. That's what most people don't understand. You want to change, you got to change the whole entire government out, or the system of which they govern.
Exactly.
Before that happens, nothing will change.
You also have to consider the fact that the Constitution was never made for us in the first place. At that time, they only seen us as 3/5 of a person. That's only 60%, bro. The last I checked, you can't pass a regents with 60%.
I was reading some excerpts. Like, son, they had no plans for us. No plans for what they call us, the blacks and the tawnies. Right? That was Ben Franklin. You know, the homie that's on the money that everybody rap about?
But he was never elected to nothing. That guy?
Yeah. But Mr. Inventor, that guy. You know, like, none of the founding fathers had a place for us.
Of course not.
In fact, I'll go so far as this. Jefferson himself spoke, and he said, like, the power that they want to maintain is in keeping us separated and inferior. So there has to be, so America, you know, the land of the free, was built and operated under the caste system that the people who came to America hoped to escape.
Makes sense.
Deep.
So what change do we really need?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I also want to be clear that even if I say, you know, go vote for Joe Biden or he was better in this debate, what you saying, Alvin, is true, because listen, Black people just throw the whole system away, okay? I don't know why they keep trying to polarize us, being left and right, Republican, Democrat. None of them are feeling you, okay? None of these people are feeling Black people. They're trying to get rid of us altogether. It's just that Republicans are more upfront about it, and Democrats were more like a serpent in the garden, okay? None of them care about you. And I also want to make the point that I liked when Trump, usually I call him 45, but he said they were asking a question about protesting, and then he had said he didn't like it, and Black Lives Matter, basically he didn't like that either. And when they go into the suburbs, they're a threat. And then Biden had called his ass out and said, you gotta stop with these dog whistles, because when you say the suburbs, you're really being racist, because we know that you're talking about white people. So essentially he has said that Trump is saying that Black people are a threat to white people in the suburbs, which is funny because they did respond to that. That's why they had sent the National Guard to the suburbs back when Black Lives Matter was protesting, because they think we all out here to kill a bunch of suburban white people.
Honestly, I'm going to jump in for this. As a guy who lives in the suburbs right now, I can say that we're good here. You know what I'm saying? I got white neighbors that, that I'm good with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we okay. My block is, the people on the block is, they don't feel threatened when I come around in the morning. I do my little jogging exercises or whatever like that. Like, we straight. So for the fact of somebody to come out, for your president to come out and say like, oh, well, if you vote for Joe Biden, you're going to have to watch how to lock your doors in the suburbs. Like, the fuck no. You got more Black people moving to the suburbs now than you ever had. You know what I'm saying? I seen this shit. You know what I mean? So, like we're okay here, So, it's crazy. But
the point is, who cares about who's debating? We still stuck with an old rich white man. How? We had a whole Democratic Party with a gay man, a Black woman, an Asian man. And I was feeling Andrew Yang, okay? Because he was talking about the money, okay? Nobody has an actual concrete plan. How do we still end up with two old white men?
Here it is, though. I feel like this with the people that was in that whole Super Smash Bros. Alternate of candidates. You know
wow.
Nah, that ass. There was like 80 of them. Stop it.
It was a lot.
It was like a Royal Rumble of candidates.
I mean, you could be at his Baptist,
like that ass. Like you had old Bernie coming up here trying to do it, and I fuck with Bernie because he reminded me of the grandfather I never had. You feel me? So it's like, it was working for me.
You wanted a white grandfather? You wanted Grandpa Pickles?
No, what the fuck? I didn't want a white grandfather, but I wanted like a grandfather, like he's like the caring old guy on the block. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, he's like the caring old guy that you could go over there and he'll tell you stories of his day and shit, and you'll laugh about it later. You know what I'm saying? He was that guy.
Listen,
I understand.
I'm gonna tell you straight up two things about what you just said. Politicians are politicians all day. So you gotta understand that there's always backroom dealing, wheeling and dealing, because you collected a bunch of intelligent, extremely competitive, A-type action personality people, and they're all in this bunch. So their mind is doing and saying whatever it is that is going to make them win. And then trying to deal with whatever they said on the back end during the election, right? Like, so take this. Bernie Sanders knows what type of talk is going to take him to win. You understand? And he says that type of talk all the time. There are some tremendous issues I have with his type of talk, but we're not going to get into that because this is not what that section is for. My main point is he'll say all of this stuff, and then when he loses in the freaking, I guess, the semifinals of the presidency, he always do.
Past stage 3 of Smash Bros, bro.
Right. When they lose, he just go back up the person that they were just having direct inconsistencies with. Let's say his big thing was, we're gonna increase Social Security. The person he loses to is like, we're definitely not gonna increase Social Security. The minute he loses, in order to keep playing the game, he's like, okay, I support whoever wins.
Honestly,
not crying for money.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Not to cut you off, Alvin. Honestly, that's the only card you could really play. Like, what are you gonna do, my nigga? You lost. That's so are you gonna be the salty dude that's gonna be like, nah, I'm still rocking? Or are you?
It's not even about salt or not salt. It's like It's just blind party trust. Like if this person is saying the direct opposite of what you're saying, you're gonna just jump behind them full barrel.
No, I'm not saying we jump behind them full battle, but
that's what he's doing.
If you're talking about parties, right? If we're talking parties, that's like us, like as the bros. I'm not gonna like if we going back and forth with another podcast and we lose, right? And that podcast rock with the same messaging that we fuck with, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yo, let's help them build, because even though, yeah, we lost, but as a community, we gotta help these motherfuckers build, because them niggas on that side is coming for our neck. You feel me? So I'm not gonna
get
be
it,
like, nah,
but I'm thinking in terms of that alignment,
that
message alignment.
Hmm?
That message alignment. You said as long as, like, say the Premier Boys podcast was going like your same thing, right? We're going against I don't know, think of some shit. The Premier Girls podcast.
Yeah.
Right. And we fundamentally don't have the same message. Mm-hmm. Right? We're peace, love, and chicken grease. They're hatred and minimalism and scarcity. Right?
Oh, now
that's
we're
not
talking about two different.
Even though we're still fighting the same fight, we're not fighting the same fight.
It's like you're talking about You better example that shit is Professor X Magneto. They're fighting the same fight, but in different avenues.
Exactly.
Like
but they're fighting the same fight still.
But in different avenues. See, if they could come to a way to make their avenues agree, X-Men wouldn't have been a very interesting cartoon, because everybody would have been in agreement. They would have had to make new villains.
That's true.
But that disagreement keeps them in a position where they're close enough to be enemies, but they can both see their actual enemy, but they still can't go together. Like, what if Professor X, right, would have took an L? The team takes an L one day, and he's just like, you know what, Magneto, you got it. You're gonna be the one to take us to the promised land. Magneto's all right, let me kill these humans until they understand that the mutants are better. That wasn't Professor X's mantra, was it?
No, but here's the thing: like, as mutant, you're not going to turn on your fellow mutant though, in the process.
If your fellow mutant is killing niggas,
the humans laughing at us.
Yo, I have a question. What do the presidential election have to do with X-Men?
It's damn near the same ideology, bro.
Literally.
It's literally the same ideology.
I'm not joking when I said that, but I get it, but I just say, I get it.
I have to get into the next Premier topic, bro.
I get it, but I just
we got to get into the next Premier News topic. We gonna put it in the next.
That gotta be in the tagline of the post when you promote.
We need a separate topic with just the election only, because we could talk about this all night. I could go on this all night.
I ain't going for none of them.
Question, though? Can I ask a legitimate question that nobody answered?
She was in the first round. She lost the first round of that shit, bro.
The guests are talking.
Hold on,
one question about that, and y'all can answer it for me. Serious note. Tell me why the fuck I should vote. Like, okay, in the last election, we all voted, okay? I think 98% of people who were Black didn't vote for Trump. We all voted. We all saw that the popular election went to Hillary Clinton, but she's not the president because y'all have some political. Why the fuck do I need to vote? Why is it being pushed down my throat? Because at the end of the day, Joe Biden can say whatever he wants. 4 years will go by and he won't do jack for Black people. You could talk about reparations till you blue in the face. You're not gonna give us no money, bro. And don't even try to shut us up by giving us a 23-cent check for reparations. Why should I vote?
All right, here's my thing.
I got said too. Y'all do know that somebody else running for president too, a Black woman, right?
Oh yeah.
How 100 are you on that though? Because I ain't see nothing about her.
What's her platform?
Yeah,
I already gave away my just because you Black vote.
Yeah, we did that already,
platform?
bro. We need to know where you stand. Just because I see somebody up there that's Black, I need to see where you stand. Because you could, or you know, there's a many black people that stand with Trump.
Where she
I
come from?
literally just found it last night. I know she's an independent. She run an independent though. That's all I know. I don't know.
Listen, you want to really blow your mind? There's actually about 200 people running for president right now this year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Honestly, that's how Trump gonna get reelected again though. He's still gonna be our president when that happens because that's what happened in 2016. Number one, number two. Not a lot of our people voted in 2016 just as well as they did in 2012 when it came out of Obama. 2012 came out when Obama dropped, everybody voted. But in 2016,
let me tell you a
we
little
didn't
secret.
vote like that. I can say
Trump
that in my community, not a lot of our people vote.
Trump was going to win anyway for the same reason George Bush beat Al Gore. He was going to win anyway because the people in the right places, Mademoiselle said.
You just say magna.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing that the whole way through. No? All right, man.
Y'all can't speak French.
Hey, I was going to pronounce it.
Wait,
I got
what were you saying?
When parle Creole?
What you know about that?
Jumu, you know me, baby.
What was you saying? Alvin.
Alvin Finger.
What were you saying?
What were we saying? I was saying.
Yeah, what were you saying?
I lost his train of thought.
You were saying something about me. It's something I said.
You did say. Yeah, you said something when she said
something. Yo, what was the last few words I said before?
you were just saying what I was saying with your bad French.
We about to go to the next topic, real quick. With the next topic being, and honestly, this just came in from breaking news. Matt, what I've heard was Dr. Dre.
We do those breaking news. We do those. No.
Well, it came in right before we started. Apparently, Dr. Dre won his divorce settlement lawsuit against his wife, and now his wife is apparently getting death threats.
Yeah,
that's where I was. I was like, fuck that. We ain't paying that money, but it's fucked up that you are getting death threats. Like, nobody deserves that.
That's wrong, bro.
Especially now with Dr. Dre.
Yeah. But I mean, I ain't gonna hold you though. Like that whole settlement situation was a little outlandish. Why do you need 20 racks for a phone bill?
Yeah, that's a bit much. Yeah, she asked for too much.
900 racks entertainment.
People are saying she was asking for too much only because we got the breakdown of why she asked for that amount. If she just like every other woman just took half or even a third of what he owns, no one will be asking questions. Yeah, because what she asking for, that's 24 million a year for a billionaire. That ain't shit. People buy jewelry for $2 million. Y'all are pressed because you got the breakdown, and she didn't even need to give it to nobody. She should have just asked for half the money or even a third of the money, and the conversation would have been over. But people are pressed because she want to spend $900,000 on entertainment. Who doesn't?
I'm mad about that, but I'm also mad. How does your entertainment budget cost more than your kid's education budget?
So
how the fuck, bro?
If I give you $500,000, I don't ask questions.
Nah, bro.
Listen, here's why I'm excited.
It's her prerogative.
She tried to override that prenup.
They spent over 20 years married, okay, and he beat her ass, and I'm sure that
I'm 100% sure he did that because that's what Dr. Dre does.
Yeah, that's
his story and all that was flowing, right?
But I'm trying to have his back because one day he needs to make a beat for me before he died.
Listen, I'm still available, bro.
I'm a politician.
If you I'm still available.
I mean, it's a shame. It's upset that happened, that she got death threats, but yeah, she was asking for a lot, yo.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta say.
Wait.
That's all I got for now.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep on. I wasn't following the story too much, but I mean, a good that he won. But
has it been documented? I'm sorry.
No. I was saying that I wasn't really following the story about that whole thing, but I mean, I guess good that he won, but not good that she get desperate, stressed. She don't deserve that, you know.
Has it been documented that he actually beat her up?
She says she was abused.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too. Yeah.
And he would control the money too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was his money.
But also, Dr. Dre used to beat his old girl too, so I'm not surprised.
They beat Michelle though.
Yeah,
way he
exactly.
treated,
yeah.
The way he supposedly treated
Michelle.
Thank you. I was about to sing her song.
Yeah.
That was horrible. If he treated this lady the same way, that's also horrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mean she need to get his money though.
Exactly. That's a whole different case. Granted,
Yeah, sue him for the medical bills or something like that.
And get
Just because I marry you and you decide you don't want to be married to me anymore does not mean that I should have to carry you for the rest of your life.
But here's the thing, though. In California, if you get divorced or whatever, you get that alimony. Automatically, you got to pay half. Out in Cali, automatically, no questions asked. You gotta pay if you get divorced, and if you don't sign a prenup, you definitely gotta pay. You feel me? That's why a lot of people in Cali are like, "Yo, fuck that. We getting prenups. You ain't gonna have me out in National Choir ass broke." You feel me? Like, we're not gonna do that.
Damn.
You know? So that's why the power of the prenup is important. My girl, she ain't signed a prenup. I hope I don't get rich, but nah. But no, all seriousness, no.
Next topic.
In real life, I love you get half of anything, bro. You get half of anything. But nah, though, like for real, like shout out to him for winning that case. Though I want his lawyers, low key.
She was getting out of pocket though. I think when she had taken some of the money in the account for his label or something like that, and then she was like asking for the likeness to his name. Basically anything chronic, she was asking for that, and the chronic has nothing to do with you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, the chronic is like a top 3 album in my pocket.
Michelle should have asked for stuff from the chronic.
Yeah.
If you want to ask, if
She was
somebody
around around that time. She was around during that time.
Though.
Yeah, no, you're right. She left and was with Suge Knight.
Yeah.
She must be around.
Right.
Yeah. That.
Right, she was dating both of them, right? She was doing both of them, right? Oh, shit.
Yeah, she braver than me.
I forgot about
go
that.
around Suge Knight.
You got a glass jaw.
96?
Oh,
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about old Suge Knight.
Yeah. But yo, next topic. Hold on, next topic, y'all. Next topic. It's our power review.
Oh yeah.
Our power review. Next topic.
Power getting a little spicy now. I like it.
Oh man.
Everyone's saying.
Power's alright though. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they had a little, little fugazi, stuff going on real quick.
Yo, they was calling it Empower.
Huh?
They was calling it Empower because it reminded them of Empire.
Yeah.
The gay scene.
You think?
Hold on. You know what funny? You know what funny about that? A long time ago, 50 was disempowering a business empire about that, and now look at that now.
Now
Empire
made a post and say, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Empire ain't on the air no more. They said it's free dick.
We gonna take this lane and go fuck it. Like, let's do it. Literally,
So,
do it.
That's why the same people who like Power like Empire. They were kind of similar anyway.
I mean, not really.
Really.
Kind of.
Not really. I don't know why people compare
in tone and energy.
I mean, I don't get why people compare the two. I see it as two different shows.
Music and drugs. Like, didn't they deal in Empire?
They did do drugs.
They did.
sell
Really?
drugs
They
in
did
Empire.
drugs. Yeah,
Deal with messy people.
The
Like,
music,
It
the music and the stuff, the overstory is like different, but when you dig down under the surface, at the core of both shows, both kind of gritty crime dramas about people trying to do better for their lives but getting sucked back into the bad world. Same thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like musicians want to be drug dealers, and drug dealers want to be musicians.
And club owners and Like, I mean, I guess. I mean, I never compared the two, honestly. And I used to watch both shows.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see how this would affect the storyline for Power in any stretch of the imagination.
Me either.
If people stop paying attention just to the small stuff and pay attention to like the main stuff that's going on, like a dope ass storyline that they're presenting to you on a silver platter, I think people will be better off with that.
I agree. I feel like that part. I mean, that part wasn't necessary to be honest with you, but it's the overall storyline though. The overall
character development.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go.
I ain't hear about character development. That's how you build the people's, build the people's character. That way you know whether or not you want to love them or not. We ain't
Son,
that's a
going
Vegeta.
into this, but now we saying he's smart as shit and he might last for a couple seasons.
Son, I was an actor, so I know what character development is. But yeah, so it's true.
Sure.
I mean, I still don't get the I get the gay scene. And the professor scene, I don't get that storyline.
Hey.
Saying, yo, I was gonna say something. Sorry.
Go ahead, Roddy. Go ahead, Roddy.
Go ahead, Roddy.
Yeah, I was saying people saying the professor scenes was becoming too unnecessary.
Necessary.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, for me, the only thing I can see where it's going, that the female professor having sex with Tariq. That's the only thing that I can see leading to it. Like she go sleep with Tariq.
I would give it that though. I ain't gonna hold you though.
I never know.
Give it that though. She got a little body on.
I was thinking that. That's the only thing I can think of about that. Like that would make perfect sense.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. It's 2020, guys. All right. If you ain't, people gonna have sex on TV all the time. B. All right. It's 2020.
No, and not the sex scene. It just. I get their storyline. I get them two storylines
about them. Yeah.
It's weird, and it might be needed for their character development, but
yeah,
I don't see it helping out the main storyline of Tariq trying to get his mother out of jail by any means. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's saying.
Yeah, like I said, I think
I want to know what's gonna happen with Sax, since Sax niece gave him that photo. I want to know what's going to happen with that.
Probably not too much because it wasn't like he was in the photo doing anything. You know what I'm saying? He was just standing there at a frat party.
You know what I thought, look, to me, like, I feel like Tariq wanted to be seen. It's like Tariq wanted to be seen, honestly. I think Tariq know that Sax sent her. That's what I think.
But
I don't think he know that Sax.
I think he know. Tariq's smart. I think he knows.
Not that he know that Sax, though, that somebody sent her.
Well, so he knows somebody. He knows somebody said that. He knows somebody.
Because she was acting fishy. She gave it away.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to be a real DT. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't know how to do that shit. So
yeah, but
my dude Kane was still beating bloods out of people.
Little Bobby Brown making me proud. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what would you do if someone said that about your mama? So.
Oh yeah, I would have let off.
Fact.
Okay, so we're talking
fact, because I remember that happened to me one time. Somebody took by my mother in high school, and I ended up fighting him. He was a big dude. I kick him on the floor.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That was the funniest shit I saw that year. Because the man was like about 200-300 pounds in 9th grade, right? And then you went to town on a nigga, right? And I was like, oh no, because it happened so fast, and he took so long to fall.
Yeah, dude. He like. I remember this is what happened. That was step away for the topic. We played cards. He's like, yo, we were joking around. He's like, your mama. I said, well, I slapped him. He hit me in my face. I punched them, kicked them. Everybody tried to break up the fight. I was like, yo, get off of me. They got scared. Like, oh hell, we're back. Yeah.
The slap is what got me because it was like, I was like, oh shit.
Y'all getting off topic.
That sounds like the topic. He had to use power to slap him.
It's one time. Fuck out of here. Hey.
Your mom.
Nah, but I think that app that app is exploding, but I think it might get shut down.
It might though, because you know what, apps get a little bit of clout and shit. That shit starts
too popular.
Yeah, you don't want that shit to get too high. Everybody got apps.
He can't even supply the demand. And who's that guy that helped him? That was Stern's.
That was Stern's husband.
Stern's husband. It was a lot of gay. It was a lot of gay shit, right? I didn't really catch on until the second time watching it.
I was surprised though, because we know that's mostly Black people watching this, so they don't really go for that. True, like even Ken, you just said it yourself. I thought the same thing. I'm like, why is this sex scene going for so long? Like, why are we getting all the details
Like it's a lot. Like
Because there's a niche in the black LGBT there's a black LGBT community that's pretty huge.
You see all
Yeah.
that.
And honestly, I don't think there's an agenda to make us become gay zombies, but I do see there's a huge uptick in the amount of homosexuality that's on TV.
I think that they want. I think they want the. I mean, I think they want the.
I think it's inclusionism. It could be inclusionism.
I think they want the community to come closer, like to bring. Since it's well known now, they wanted to bring. So since that audience is watching, bring it on screen. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring them on and bring their money because that's what it's.
I
like,
see that.
Yeah.
I just don't see 50 right in it. I don't.
that's
see
the
him
thing.
doing it.
Yeah, I couldn't see that.
I
That
do.
shocked me.
Because 50
Other
and Donald
people-
Trump got one thing in common. They're going to do what it takes to get money. Did you not see 50 Cent like, what was it, 5-6 years ago when he was skinny and all bugged out because he was preparing for a role?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That movie was kind of fire though. I'm sorry. I saw that.
For that
I never did,
that
but he
BET
was
movie.
doing
I remember
that
that.
for money.
I seen it. It was good. It was
They
good.
paid him
That
well.
was like his best movie he came out with, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was,
That
yeah.
before
He's
I killed
basically
it,
a guinea
was his
pig.
best movies.
I agree. I
It
can't
better
be killed
been
it.
because he almost died to play the role.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
He
You
did
put your
though. He
life
did
in it,
though.
bro.
My
He
son
did
was
it.
one step
That-
away
that-
from going getting cancer for real and seeing if he could reverse it after the movie.
He moved.
That's a real actor though. That's what a real actor do. They get into the role. They get into the role.
Oh
and-
yeah, I put your all in.
Exactly. But
No,
I do got two
I'm-
announcements about Power though. I got two announcements about Power. One, Jackie Long was casted a part of the cast now. You know, the dude that play ATL.
Oh, he got a job?
He gonna be he got casted to Power now. Book 2. Yeah, I don't know what role yet.
That man's flowers while he's still here, bro.
Yeah.
Cause he out here, he worked. You might not see him a lot and stuff. So you watch like TV One and shit. But give him his flowers while he's still here, cause he be working out here.
Also, I know next episode the Myth season finale. You know, after the next episode, we don't know when to come back on. Cause remember, production got shut down during the pandemic.
Mm.
Yeah, so I know they threw finishing up season 1 now. So I think they're doing like 2 more episodes and then season 1, then it's done.
It might be a good break. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm taking a wild guess. I hope not. I think January. That's like how last time was. You know how last time was when
Right. Hope it's no longer than January, right?
Well, I ain't gonna hold you though. I was about to cancel my Star subscription, so this comes right in time. So right in time for that Star subscription.
Come back when it comes back, right?
You know it.
Yeah, because cause mid-season finale is this Sunday. Then it's a break. I guess in January we'll come back on. Probably gonna announce it at the end of the show. This Sunday. Then I guess take a break or 2 when they back on. I think January. Like I said, I'm predicting January.
Me too. And they go all into like maybe February, March, and then
5 episodes. It could be 5 episodes. So the last 5.
Next
So
month.
February, March, and
February,
then most likely book 3 will come out after. I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But
All right.
but yeah,
Also, we gotta get into this topic, bro.
for real, for real.
We gotta talk about Tory Lanez, bro.
I guess.
We gotta talk about Tory Lanez coming out with.
Listen to Daystar.
I ain't gonna hold you for the purposes of this podcast. I listened to maybe 3 tracks of Daystar on the way to the airport.
Why?
Last Saturday.
Why? Why?
So I
Exactly.
can talk about it on here. And honestly,
People say it was good, but he's not. Like, you know.
here's my thing.
He really
Here's my
don't- he
thing with
really
that
don't.
shit, right?
I know Tory Lanez canceled.
It's
Exactly.
gonna be the last
Nah,
good thing I'm gonna say about Tory Lanez on this podcast, right?
Oh, boy.
That Daystar track was probably his best work yet. This man, I don't know if y'all noticed, this man's career is on the line, okay?
Who cares?
My son is
Your career,
acting
your,
like it is too.
Citizenship is on the
when
line.
your back is against the wall and your career is on the line, you come out with your best shit because it might be your last. You know what I'm saying? And he came out
Sounded
as
like Lil'
hard as
Kim
he
with the naked
could.
truth.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, granted, this is fucked up, but this is like the hardest I've ever seen Tory Lanez go on a track.
Yeah, cause his career's on the line. He shot Megan,
Wait.
He's waiting.
That's the other reason you need to listen to Daystar. Because it reveals a lot of details about the event. He is not saying he did this. Even though I feel like my heart tells me he said he did it at one point.
I feel like he did the shit, bro.
I think he did it, son. He did it, son. He did it,
There's a few
son.
things in that track. Like, you got to listen to a couple of those tracks and it'll make you think, okay, I want to hear the whole story. Because Megan has flipped back on her story a bit.
When
we learned she got shot from behind, so she really don't know who shot her.
All right.
Set up stuff going on.
Listen. Here's what I'll say about that though. I remember I just said the last good thing I'm going to say about Tory Lanez on this podcast.
It might be the third good thing I ever say about Tory Lanez.
What I will say about it, I feel like it's in bad taste because you dropped that shit, right? A day after the Breonna Taylor verdict came out.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got that going on. You already shot Megan and she already spoke out and you ain't speak on that shit out in months. You feel me?
I ain't gonna
you
hold
got you got all of this shit going on with black
Breonna
women.
Taylor don't mean as much to him.
What are you talking about?
He's Canadian.
Oh yeah, I know he's Canadian. He might not come back to
mean
the
as
US
much
after
to
this shit.
him. That's not on his TV every day.
And but even then, you staying in LA, you out here in Miami, you gotta pick up something, bro. So you got all this shit going on, and then in your good mind, you're gonna be like, oh, let me drop a project. Fuck out of here.
Let me ask you a quick question.
That's trash.
You're about to go to jail for shooting somebody. You're an artist. Are you thinking more about events that matter to you or events that don't matter to you?
You're gonna try to think about you putting out your project, but at the same time, you as a person, because you're a person first, you gotta know the temperature of the room, bro. And that's not the time and place for that shit. Nobody trying to hear that shit when we trying to cherish black women as we should, bro.
Exactly.
That album is not about disparaging black women.
Okay, but you put the shit out after you shot Megan in the foot and told her to dance, bitch, and then not speak on it for about 5 months. And then the only time you come out to speak about it is when you got an album to drop. That shit is trash, bro.
The album is literally only about it.
And that's what.
See, the thing is, you're operating under the fact of what you feel like you know, and he's operating under the fact of what he feel like he knows. Because the other thing you got to remember too is people plan this stuff way in advance. But the other thing is, you are like, well, you shot a female, and you shouldn't have this album out, especially because we're trying to get together to help this other black woman. Sorry, not female. She's a woman.
Fucking it all up, right?
Huh? But you're operating under that assumption. He's operating under the assumption. It's like, I got an album about how I'm getting done dirty, how much I love this woman, and JoJo was a terrible person. That was all part of that album.
But you worked with her, okay?
No, he's mad at her because she instantly turned on him and said, "Oh, I'm taking your verse off my album." He said, "Don't take it off the deluxe one. Take it off the one that people actually care about."
Okay, but even then, why would you even say some shit like that on an album where you trying to proclaim your innocence about you shooting a chick? Like,
because he's upset because everybody jumping on the "you shot this chick" bandwagon.
Like,
just imagine you felt like you didn't do something, right? I'm not saying whether he did or didn't, because I wasn't there. I would never have been there. Nobody invited me. But say you were him and you're saying, "Oh, I didn't do it," and everybody's like, "Yes, you did. You definitely did it. We know it as a fact."
Okay, so
like,
check
you
this out, right?
there. Yes, you did.
All right, so check this out.
Camera footage. No,
if you didn't do it, if you know in your heart of hearts you didn't do it, right? Why didn't you come out after she came out on IG Live? Why did you wait a month or two after that when you dropped the whole project?
Because he got lawyers and he's intelligent.
He doesn't want to incriminate himself.
Exactly.
Because remember, he's a felon, but he had a weapon in the car, so he got a trial anyway, whether she say something or not. He's not trying to add on to the case. That's why he can't admit that he did it, but he did it. In fact, he's so low that he has his whole team putting it out that he didn't do it, and also doing a whole smear campaign on Megan because he about to go to jail if they find out that he shot her. He has
that
to come.
album actually held Megan in a lot of high esteem. Like, listening to it, he didn't say a lot of cross things about her. He just said how he felt bad because like she's like doing like saying that this happened when she couldn't know that it happened.
He can't be mad at
So
her.
it's a really interesting take. That's all I'm saying.
It is, but I just feel like it's in bad taste when you got all this other shit going on, and then you're gonna drop that, and you going because you're not marketing it to Canadians. You're marketing it to Canadians too, but you're mainly marketing it to like American people.
That man
you feel me?
shouted out
And
Brampton.
we're going through some shit right now, trying to protect our beautiful black women. Huh?
That man shouted out Brampton. You know where Brampton is?
Yo, you know what? Real quick, you listen. Fuck Canada, number one. No, fuck Canada. Fuck Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga, Alberta, Calgary, all that cold shit.
Hey,
we might have some
Alberta out of this. Calgary out of this.
Fuck Alaska too. They friends too. Fuck
we might have people listening.
I think we got Canada listeners, son.
We got Canada listeners?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, God.
We're about to lose our Canada viewers.
Oh, come on, son.
Canada.
Yo, Canada, not no.
Next topic.
Mr. Aaron Sanders is not equal to views of the Young Premier Boys podcast.
Next topic, y'all. Next topic. Last topic, and then we go to the.
We love you, Calgary. Please keep giving us good wrestling.
Sorry. All right. I'll backpedal on the Toronto part because I got love people in Toronto. Outside of that, fuck Canada.
Oh my God! I don't want to say he don't mean that, y'all. He don't mean that. He don't mean that, y'all. Please, he don't mean that.
We still did like Canada.
That's not what it's about. Vancouver.
Last topic. Then we go to main event topic. Cardi B, trademark rap. Y'all can handle.
Why do you sound so depressed? Why do you sound so depressed when we talk about Cardi B? You sound like you're going through a bad.
Y'all already know how I feel about Cardi B. Son. Y'all already know how I feel about Cardi B.
You sound like your dog died.
Wait.
I want to jump in. How I feel? Let her make her money. If she want to trademark WAP, she gonna have clothing. She gonna have liquor. Let her make her money.
Listen, this is wet ass pussy's 15 minutes of fame. Let her ride this fucking wave. We gotta celebrate our women any way we can. So if we're gonna talk about pussy for 3 minutes and 33 seconds and then sell drinks and beverages about wet ass pussy or wet ass alcohol, fuck it. That's the current wave we are in now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We are.
Sorry to be a little controversial. I'm about to be controversial a little bit.
Oh boy.
Cardi not really black. Cardi don't claim black. She claims Spanish. So
she's one of those Spanish people that say I'm not black. I'm like,
Cardi don't claim. She don't claim black.
Granted, she don't claim black, but a lot of black women claim her. So how do we get out? How do you solve that equation?
She's not black.
You know what I'm saying?
No, she is black. She just
you got a lot of black people that claim her. So how do we solve that equation? You feel me?
But she's not black.
We don't.
And
or we just post that video where she says she don't care about us.
You can claim Eminem.
But nobody care about that. They just care about the music.
Yeah.
Thank you. They just care about the track.
Nobody
cares about her merchandise.
They should care about it. But
this is why we failing.
Support the WAP merchandise.
Yeah.
This is why we failing as a race. Y'all claim everybody. Anyway,
y'all.
Yeah.
I don't claim everybody. You just said Canada.
You just said our women, including Cardi B. Like,
you did say that. You did say that.
I did. Let me backpedal on that. I don't claim everybody. You just heard me say fuck Canada. I just get Mexico.
You know what, y'all? Y'all. Let's get a little bit controversial. We be right back. We'll come back with the main event topic, y'all.
Canada.
We be right back.
Canada, if you claim Drake.
Yeah, welcome back. We are back. We do got a special guest here with us. She having a good time. Yeah. Mr. Aaron saying before we go to the main event topic, Mr. Aaron saying got something to say.
All right, listen. I know things got a little bit heated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I might have said some things that I can't do this shit. I'm sorry. No.
Do it.
No. I'm too real for this bullshit. No.
Rondell don't have a problem with the people. It's just the rules. That's all it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in advance, I might have made some statements in Premiere News that might have been a little over the top and might have offended some of our viewers. To that, I say,
He
apologized. Thank you, Magna.
Yeah, he apologized. He apologized.
And Americans aren't that great either. So
we ain't that great. We can't get our tacos right. I don't understand.
And we're overweight.
Yeah, we fat as shit out here. So, and we don't even got legal weed like that yet. So,
It's not.
come on.
Yeah.
What? We can't talk about that too?
Well, we apologize, y'all. We apologize for what he said. Let's go to the main event topic. R&B. Is R&B dead, y'all? Let's talk about some. We gonna ask some questions. So, what is R&B, y'all? What is R&B?
Rhythm and blues.
It's a genre that touches
the people that know that.
That's
true.
Yeah,
for those that didn't know that.
You should, because it's part of our history.
Exactly.
Rhythm and blues, y'all.
Yes.
Rhythm and blues, y'all. Like
it's that part of music that touches your soul. Like it makes you feel, it really touches you here in your heart. Tugs at them heartstrings through melodic tones and lyrics and voices that kind of just reach out to your spirit and like, wake up, take that girl back, yo. Let you go.
R&B music and my music, it makes you want to feel. It makes you feel what they're saying, what they're singing.
They express it from the heart. Whatever they saying, the words is just deep.
Makes your soul cry.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Song cry. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so Matty Mel. Is he here?
We can't hear him.
Wait, Matty Mel.
Yo.
Hear you.
Everybody can hear me?
Now can you?
I hear you, but talk up a little bit more. Let
me get a little closer.
Yeah, you're too low. Talk up.
No, what I'm saying is the essence of R&B, it goes back to, like she said, rhythm and blues. So think about this. What is blues? What rhythm are we trying to gather, right? And see what the blues is usually an expression of the rawest emotion that you have, right? And when somebody did the blues back in the day, you would feel it. That's why they call them the blues. I got the blues. You would feel it in your soul, whatever it is. You add rhythm to it and you vary up the topics throughout the 80s and 90s, we could still feel it, So my estimation, it's just really good music that you can feel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That has that bluesy feeling. That's
it. So my next question is, what is your favorite R&B era? Each year, y'all say which era y'all favorite?
If I say 90s, do I gotta be more specific?
No, it's good. No, 90s good. I mean, if you want to say
the earlier 90s, like 1994 to 1998, it was like it for me.
I think my prime is around the same time as yours, Magna. I'm gonna say 95 to 2000.
I might have to take it a little further back for you guys, or a lot further back.
Way back.
I'm gonna have to say 1964.
Motown days.
About 1980.
Oh,
that's where you get the soul.
That was soul music, bro.
Yeah,
so we talking R&B.
Your R&B here in the 90s and the 2000s. They pulled
right, but that'd be like me doing a documentary on you and only talking to your parents.
Well, I mean, if anybody gonna know the truth, it's gonna be them.
Of course.
Like, if you want to get it from somewhere, you gotta have to get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what it is, but if they're gonna give you the real, why not go to the people that birthed it? You know what I'm saying? They came up with the shit that we were listening to in the 80s, 90s that we love, and until around the 2000s where it got a little murky.
I know.
But you know what, Rondell? I think that the soul of the 70s is what gave us the R&B of the 90s, like that soulful music, because R&B It pretty much started back in way before the 70s, the 60s, but it started changing because before then it was just like Motown pop stuff that white people was buying.
Yeah, Motown was 60. Yeah, Motown was like from the 50 to like the 70s, and then 70 with the disco.
But then
with the 80s.
You also had producers like Gamble and Huff, Quincy Jones back then that was actually, putting together the sound that you would hear now. Now, but hear it at that points. They were the architects of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got artists like groups, not just singular artists, but groups like Stylistics, Temptations, Pretenders, Brenda and the Tabulations. All of them.
Actually, listen, they OD'd with the groups after a while because these were just because you got to remember there's like a regional element that was going on back then too. Because just like right now, everything's closer in the blink of an eye. This very podcast right here is going to be available on all DSPs everywhere in the world. Cheap plug. That wasn't at all capable back in the 50s. So you had the Temptations who would be really, let's say they were really big on the East Coast. Then you'd have the Stylistics who are basically doing the same exact thing. They're really big in the Midwest. And then you got the OJs.
The OJs.
That was
big in
Philly,
the Southwest.
OJs was straight Philly shit. You got like the guys out west, who was like who was out west that was out there at the time.
Not Four Tops. I know Four Tops is out.
It was like you got George Clinton and them boys.
Steve Hightower's group from the Steve Harvey Show.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
some of these people.
I get what you're saying about that though, because we don't have that access to music where you could just pick up a phone and hear shit from the West Coast or you hear shit from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even know if Africa had R&B. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Back, we don't know because we didn't have that available. They didn't have that available to us here back in the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? So we never really knew.
They had Afro pop. I've done some research. Afro pop was lit. It's lit now, but it's lit then too.
I know. For me, my favorite era. I mean, I like R&B. Everybody know I like R&B as a whole. I love R&B. But if I had to pick an era though, I'll probably say the 80s. The 80s. We had Michael Jackson when he was like bad as Thriller. We had Babyface.
Pop album. More pop than anything.
I mean, but it was translation.
R&B joints on it though. I will
say. Exactly. He had R&B joints. Remind you, here's the thing. Let me talk. Like he would translate it from R&B to pop around the 80s. Remember, we had Babyface. Dave from Magna mentioned this to me earlier this week. Babyface. I forgot to mention Babyface. Like shout out to Babyface. Teddy Riley.
I was going to say that to you. You forgot Babyface when you were talking about your favorite producers. I was like,
she did. Yeah.
When are they gonna get to Babyface? But okay, go ahead.
Thank you for reminding me. They also got my guy. They joking on him now. Teddy Riley. Like, come on, New Jack Swing, man. Like,
Bobby Brown had like a good 3 summers though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He was cute.
Had like 3 early '90s summers. I ain't gonna they really did, and I'm not gonna take that away. Yeah, because they had a little section in that pool of R&B. You know what I'm saying? That was the big thing. A lot of people play Teddy Riley because he can't work a Zoom like that. But the fact is, the
man, the legend, son. The man, the legend.
Exactly. He just got to know how to work a Zoom.
And also, you had the king of R&B.
The overwork Zoom. That's what he did.
Y'all had you had the king of R&B, Bobby Brown. The album. That
Be Cruel.
Don't Be Cruel. Thank you. Don't Be Cruel. Yeah, that album was amazing. Like, I love the 90s. I love the early 2000s. I love the 70s. I love the 60s. But the 80s was just my favorite.
Don't forget about Whitney Houston.
Of course. Oh yeah, of course.
Listen, I'm gonna have to separate my answer. I feel like the very best era of pure R&B was that late 80s to the mid 90s. So from 85 to like 95. That was your best era.
Yeah.
My personal favorite era would be from like 95 to 2005. Personal favorite, right? We got Stranger in My House in '98.
Yes.
That was a wrap. The R album. No, we can't talk.
We don't talk about him no more.
That's not on the podcast.
We
He
don't
did contribute to this though.
Sadly, man.
We're not doing it. Listen.
And it sucks
If
because we're talking about good
already
R&B right now.
there's already 2 Canadians that we can't talk about on this podcast.
Don't get me
for
started on
much
Canada,
less
bro.
reasons. I'm definitely not going to talk about
Send my apology.
All right, next topic, y'all.
Why didn't you even answer the question?
Huh? Oh, wait, are you two talking about that? Are you two talking?
Where are you?
No,
Oh.
like I said, my favorite era was 95 to 2005.
So we're
The
gonna
best
just
era
act like
was
the
85 to 95.
Creep album. No, it's Crazy Sexy Cool. We're just gonna act like that album wasn't like
That was
pinnacle.
No, that's the
I know.
album.
Sexy Cool
Like
was a
I
dope
said,
album.
listen, my favorite
Mail
era
was better.
versus the best era. Crazy
But that
Sexy
wasn't
Cool
a
came out in
whole-
the best era.
Era itself, 94. Mariah
94.
Carey just putting them out like that.
Mm.
But
Mariah
whatever.
Carey was pop.
I want to be down, but okay. That's all.
That was
Brandy,
alright, but
like I
Full Moon
said.
was better.
Brandy.
The
What?
best era versus my
Yes, I
favorite.
said it. What?
Just saying.
Yo, before we go on, Ken had an issue with one of the statements I just made. I said I Want to Be Down was dope. Full Moon was better.
What'd you say?
Full Moon was better.
Full Moon was better.
He said Brandy's 2000 album. I mean,
Cap.
no,
That's
Full Moon
cap.
was a dope album.
What?
Full Moon was a dope album. I never said, was it? I said Full Moon was a dope album.
What do you talk? Never Say Never is her best album. Period. It had like a
That
majority
was the
of.
second album. That had Angel in the
97,
Sky on it.
Yeah.
I'll let
All right.
Clay know.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. No, that was her best
I
album.
mean,
I
it
agree.
never was her best
Full
album.
Moon is not better than I Want to Be Down. That's cap. You get this.
That's not cap. That's not cap.
Exactly. Thank you. I was saying,
Right.
you fucking with that one.
Fuck Poland Spring too.
It was Never Say Never.
I got the whole
Like, I'm mad.
all the titles wrong.
Yeah, I was confused. I think I made that fake because I got confused with what was said. All right, next topic. All right, which current R&B artist is killing it right now, male and female?
Gotta think about that.
What's
Oh.
your definition of killing it?
I can start. For female, I could say her killing it right now.
Oh, for sure.
For female,
But
Yeah.
she's underrated. But
Her and Ella May
very
are both
underrated.
underrated. I will say that.
Yeah, very
super
underrated.
Ella
underrated.
May came out in 2018 and dropped a freaking 1994 album. I love it.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Me and my girl's song, like which you will probably hear at the wedding, is Booed Up.
Mm. Oh, it's Ella May.
Yes,
Ella May.
you will
Who's
definitely
got me
probably
to
hear
my
that
last
song.
license
Trip
test?
better.
Huh?
I like Trip better.
Trip is alright. I don't
Maybe
like that
because
last
I
part.
heard
I
Boot
love
Up
Trip.
so much
Huh?
on the radio. Maybe because I heard Boot Up so much on the radio. But I feel like Trip got a better vibe.
I don't know. Booed Up, like, I don't know. That might be personal for me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's personal.
I like Trip until Jay that guy Jay
John
Quay remixed
Quay.
it. Yeah,
He's the king of the
He made him take it down. That was funny.
yeah, but
He's
for
one of the
Mel,
biggest cops on life support now.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that later though. But for Mel that's killing it, this one was kind of hard. I'm gonna say Usher. Usher is still killing the game right now. 40 years.
When are they going to give Usher his flowers? Like, seriously, I've been saying forever on my Facebook, when are we going to give Usher that Vanguard Award, that Lifetime
When he stopped
Achievement?
dropping
Dude's
shit
been
like
in it
No
since
Limit.
97. It's 2020.
That too.
I ain't gonna. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm saying Chris Brown. Chris Brown killing it.
Chris Brown
You got
Chris
to
Brown did too.
You got to leave your own
What?
podcast. You
I ain't
got
gotta leave. I'm not gonna leave my podcast because I say Chris Brown's killing it more than Usher's right now. When
So,
Chris
women
Brown's
cheated?
dropping like 32 track albums.
I mean, I mean,
32
Nah,
tracks.
I mean,
Chris Brown's
I
dropping
mean,
3 albums in a
Chris Brown's
day.
gonna come up.
I'm not disagreeing. Chris Brown's killing it too. I think Usher. I agree. Usher deserves flowers. I'm saying Usher.
What is the definition of R&B? Because this whole podcast is about R&B being dead, right? I feel like they would classify that song No Limit as R&B, and it was not.
That was trap. That was trap.
That was trap.
Half of Chris Brown's
That was trap
albums Not even half.
Exactly
At this
the
point,
issue.
70 to 80% of his albums, I wouldn't classify as R&B. Like
Nah, not
Heartbreak
really.
on the Full Moon, it had like 4 or 5 songs that I'll be like, okay, this is some R&B stuff, including Heartbreak on the Full Moon. That was a really good song.
Yeah, that's the album that had like 40 tracks.
Yeah.
That
was the album that had like 40
I
tracks.
listened to that.
But that's what I'm saying though. You have him dropping like 40 track albums. This man is working right now.
But here's the thing though with Chris Brown. Lately, he haven't been dropping R&B. The last album he dropped was an album with Young Thug, and that's not really R&B to me.
And we still waiting on Confessions too. What are we talking about?
I hope he dropping that this year because he dropped some new songs lately.
He have a lot of songs, so I hope it
Yeah, a
comes
lot
out.
of songs came out. He had that Sex Beat. He had the song with him and Anna Mae. He did drop the Bad Habit. He had the song. He had the song with Cry. I think Confession 2 is coming. Confession 2 is coming. I just don't know when it's dropping.
Detox. We were still waiting for it for like 5 years later.
But then again, yeah, Usher's birthday coming up. I remember 2 years ago he dropped that LP on his birthday, which was a trap LP album. So his birthday coming out. I think he'll drop Confession on his birthday. I'm predicting it. Confession Part 2 on his birthday.
All right. And if not, we're gonna be
I hope so.
7 years like Detox.
I hope not. But who killing it for y'all though?
Now.
Who
What do
killing
you
it for
think
y'all?
about Khalid?
Oh, Khalid's dope.
Oh, no, he dope. He dope. I like him. I
feel like he's underrated though. But one thing I like about him, like when he meets his fans, he's like so happy to meet his fans. You would think he's like a fan, and the fan is like Khalid. You feel me?
But Khalid's not that big for him to feel like he shouldn't be happy to have fans.
Well, shit. If I'm an artist and I got fans and I meet them, I'll be happy to meet my fans too. I want to know I got fans. Shit.
Yeah, I'll be happy too. I feel like he's getting up there. I feel like he's getting up there. He definitely.
But
He's
you know
like
what's weird? What's weird is that he had a concert at MSG, and I had passed MSG because it's by my job, and the people online for his concert was almost all teenage white girls.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really weird because he's R&B. So where's the black audience? Which also makes me think, like, where is the black audience in today's R&B?
I think it's dwindling, honestly.
Black music in general. Black people are the people who listen to it and set the culture.
I
White
gotta,
people are the people
I
who
gotta
buy
speak
it in order to try to.
But it makes me feel like Khalid's not even really R&B. Like, see, that's the question.
It's just the same shit
what
about him.
is R&B today? Almost everything is like either pop or trap.
That's really where we're at right now, and that's why I feel like R&B is on life support, because when you only have pop and trap, and back in the days you had hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, alternative,
right.
all that shit. But now when you just put everything into 2 buckets, you're leaving one bucket unfulfilled, you know, and everybody in that bucket is going to feel underrated because you got trap and pop crowding everything else.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because I do feel. I mean, Khalid could be R&B, but he could reach out to pop audience. Just like how for not to bring rap into this, that's how Pitbull and Flo Rida, that's what we rap, but they reach out to pop audience, something like that.
It's not hard to reach out to pop.
At the end of the day, it's all about the level of engagement, right? What people forget is that these musicians, the entertainers, they are businesses within themselves, like businesses contained within that person, right? They have to create music that will make them money.
Which is
right?
pop.
And trap.
Right. By the very definition of the word pop music, popular music.
Popular
music makes money. That's why that instance that you talked about just now, Magna, where you went to a Khalid concert, the soulful young brother, and all he got is teenage white girls coming into a show.
Popular.
That's the same case for DMX shows sometimes.
I got a story to tell about that real quick. I was in Atlantic City, right, with somebody that will not be named, and we was at Harrah's, and 50 Cent was at Harrah's, and all of the white people in the crowd knew all of his songs. Now, granted, I knew his songs too because I grew up on 50 Cent. It's my shit. But I was shocked to see the white people in the crowd, turn up and jump to it. And then I had one fellow Caucasian individual put up to me and told me to my face, in my eyes, that I didn't know that man's music. You know how hard, and mind you, I'm already like knee deep into the pool, so I couldn't just jump up and smack the shit out of him real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I just let him have that because, like, you know, you got it. Because if I go into my bag real quick, it's going to be a problem. You know? And I'm just trying to make sure the person I was there, which once again would not be named, the person I was there was feeling safe. And I do shit that's unsafe. So I was like, you know what? You got it. But that shit is crazy to me.
Unsafe.
Shit's crazy.
Oh, those
That is crazy.
those people. I am looking on me.
But Roddy, do you say who is killing it right now?
I agree with y'all. I already think Chris Brown is putting out consistent music for R&B, and her as well.
I.
For
So
me,
since we on the,
it would be for me. I love LMI, but I think SZA is the bomb. I love some SZA.
she definitely, yo, she
Also
definitely.
unfunded.
I just wish she come out with some more shit.
As far as a dude
She got
who's
that
killing
new
it,
song out. She got that new song out. That song the Neptune produced, where Ty Dolla $ign is out now. A Hit Different. I think called Hit Different.
yeah.
Yo,
As far as Janae Aiko, she gonna take my number one spot based off consistency. I love that woman.
I got a whole
I love
crush
her,
on
yeah.
Janae Aiko. You know what I'm saying? Because
She a baddie.
it's
She a
the
baddie.
Don't say
it's
that.
the
You
eyes
get
for
slapped
me.
in the back of your head.
Listen, my girl's doing a double tonight. She knows. She knows this. She knows I have a full crush on Janae Aiko. Because I told her it's the eyes for me. Like it's like her eyes is like a millennial puzzle. Like it steals your soul.
Oh my God.
like it just steals your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
I just love her vibe, but her vibe is really important because her vibe is organically R&B. It don't even feel neo soul; it feels R&B.
Nah, she definitely R&B, son. She's amazing. She's a beautiful woman, man. She's
as far as a dude who's killing it in R&B right now, that's hard because Chris Brown is not killing it in R&B.
What? He's
killing it in popular music. He's not
okay,
killing
but
it in R&B.
out of those 42 tracks, you mean to tell me there ain't like 20 tracks of strong R&B vibes and shit?
20?
Like that?
No, 4. Yes.
Wow.
Be killing the whole game.
Right?
Damn,
We're not
bro.
doing that. We're not doing that.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see your answer, son. I'm curious now. I'm curious.
For me?
No, from Alvin.
Yeah, yeah.
As far as a dude who's killing it right now,
I gotta get close to this.
Probably don't hear from him so much, but Lucky Day.
Oh yeah, okay. He dope. Now he dope. Okay. That's a good one.
Y'all forgetting the whole group of people. Y'all forgetting about the white people R&B, and they exist. That's a whole other conversation.
They do.
But Sam Smith, whether you like it or not, dude got hits.
I don't know. I feel like that's pop for me, bro.
No,
It's mixed. He mixed.
That's
hit
the
the thing, yo. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. Sam Smith. Hold on.
Songs, I will say that.
Yo, hit the thing.
It gives me pop vibes, bro.
No,
hit the
because
thing.
he's white and he can reach a mainstream audience because he's white, and that's one of my issues with R&B, which I'm gonna touch on later. But because he's white, you're getting pop vibes, but the dude is straight R&B.
Yeah.
You know who I feel like is straight R&B that was white back in the day? And y'all might know him, Bobby Caldwell.
Yeah.
That was R&B.
Yeah, that was R&B. Son, I heard voice, man. I heard his voice, son. I thought he was black.
Yo, facts.
I look him up. I look him up. I was like, he white. Oh, so he white.
What you want to do video, and it was some skinny white dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, yo.
Also,
it's something y'all neglected.
Like,
the amount.
What about Michael
he hit it on the nail.
Oh, Michael Baldwin.
But you see, he don't get
thinking about his color afterwards. During the song, I'm in that song.
Hold on, I knew. Why did I feel like Michael Bolton was going to be brought up in this podcast today? And like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm prepping for the podcast today, right?
Hold on. What about
bring up
son? Hold on.
Like rock.
I can't even say nothing bad about it because he got some shit that will touch you like right here.
Yo. What about Michael McDonald, son? Y'all forget my guy, Michael McDonald, son.
Oh, true. But guess
Michael
what?
McDonald?
What era is that though, Michael McDonald?
That was 70s.
70s. Thank you.
70s.
Thank you.
Oh, but if you took my 90s, but hold on. We got Roddy's favorite, John B. Roddy's favorite, John B. We got Robin Thicke. We got Robin Thicke.
That album was good.
But he's not making music right now.
Robin Thicke?
Not John B. Nah, I'm not sure about John B.
John B does like the shows that you go to in Atlantic City, where you got like a gang of artists there, and then you see him on the billing.
Yeah.
You go because you ain't see John B in like 10 years. You want to see how he's doing?
Yeah.
He got a Vegas residence.
And don't forget Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke as well.
I'm not now, no.
Well, but he do Masked Singer now.
Yeah, but then he wanted to apologize to his wife for getting twerked on. I don't know.
He was definitely like, if this conversation would have been about 2007 to 2014. Robin Thicke.
Yes.
Robin Thicke, man.
This is 2020.
Right.
I mean, Robin Thicke has he actually put out a new song like a couple months ago though.
Yeah, but who checked for it?
Nobody.
Next question. Like check for that shit.
Hey, which is why I gotta ask y'all, do y'all feel R&B is dead? And if it is, which era did it start?
I feel like it's on life support.
Right.
Because you still got people out here you still got groups, and you still got artists out here that's still doing the damn thing in R&B right now. But the fact of the matter is, like I said before, when you got big buckets of trap and big buckets of pop, you can easily lose R&B in the shuffle of all that.
True.
You got a lot of good people out here that's doing dope work, but you're not seeing that because everybody want to turn up to Migos, and they don't sing. And everybody want to turn up to Tory when he puts the auto-tune on. And I don't understand that.
Thank you. I was just about to mention auto-tune as well. Auto-tune, I think for me, many things was like changing it for me. One, the auto-tune era. Other than T-Pain, after T-Pain, when everybody started using it, that was one of the reasons.
Whoa. Sorry. Auto-tune era can't kill R&B. Half of the auto-tune era was brought in by R&B.
No, I'm not saying. I knew. Let me rephrase. I knew Roger Trosman used R&B back in the used auto-tune back in the day. My bad. And T-Pain. I said after T-Pain. I said after T-Pain when everybody else started using it too much.
Bro, you got rappers using auto-tune so they can't carry a note.
Yeah, rapper trying to sing. Exactly, rapper trying to sing.
R&B groups like Blackstreet used it a bit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they use it on Deep. They use it on Deep. But I didn't pay attention for auto-tune back then because it sounded good with it at that point. But now
Zapp and Rogers, they whole songs were purposely sought out to sound have the T-Pain auto-tune. Well, I guess
it was an inspiration. Exactly. And I said, you didn't hear. I said after T-Pain. I didn't mind the advertisement. He killed it with it. T-Pain was killing it with it. But you know T-Pain what he's saying.
Auto-tune, he can sing outright.
Exactly.
R&B dudes.
Without it. But that's not the only reason why I feel with that why it's dying. Also, y'all mentioned about the trap. Everybody want to be rappers. Every R&B want to try to change from R&B to rap or trap and stuff like that. They want to change their genre.
Not only that, the radio formats in my eyes too. Because there was a point when radio stations like Power and Hot 97 would just run rampant amounts of R&B and hip hop. Nowadays, you don't have that. You just have like certain people that drop songs every now and then. They'll get played on Power when they bring out a song. And
also, Roddy, not to mention, remember R&B station, we have more R&B station. Remember, we only have...
we had on like Kiss FM.
Exactly.
Right.
All we have now is WBLS.
We used to have a show called Power After Hours.
Oh my God.
Right.
Power After Hour.
And for about 4 or 5 hours, you play straight R&B. Some old shit, you mix it with some new shit, but it was dope. That's the shit. I ain't gonna hold you. We on the podcast, right? We own our own content, right?
Yeah.
I already said fuck Canada earlier today, so we get into this. I used to make love to Power After
Calgary,
Hours.
he don't mean y'all.
My guy Theo, son. He
Right?
was a killer.
That shit
He was a killer
fire.
host, son. My
That's
guy
so good.
Theo. My guy
Oh,
Theo.
Firestorm.
Yeah, my guy Theo, yo, he's a killer at the host. Power After Hours, man. I thought he was black, but he was white.
People used to call up talking about their problems. Talking about white man won't stay. You know what I'm saying? He out here cheating. And Theo was like, well, maybe you should just let him go. Let him go and move on with your life. You gotta have a better life for yourself. You don't get that anymore.
Facts, yo. Facts.
You
yo.
get
Firestorm
shit
was
through
also
podcasts.
another one.
Podcasts like ours, which is now available on Amazon Music.
Here you go.
Facts, check out. Love it.
But honestly,
Oh, okay.
I'll still talk about it.
Yeah,
Honestly, honestly, I feel like R&B died in the late 2000s because that's when the music industry started bringing out abundance of R&B songs
Yeah.
and artists. Like maybe after 2008, 2009, it just slowed down drastically with the abundance of R&B songs. And in a given year, I'm not talking about neo soul, but I'm talking about R&B. You may have about maybe 7 to 11 R&B songs for that year, if anything. And in the past, you would have like triple that.
Yeah.
So that's when I feel like R&B was dead.
I feel the same way.
Wait,
Late
did we hear
2000s.
from Magna yet?
Yeah, I was about to ask her. Yeah,
Oh,
she
go ahead.
next.
No,
She
I
next.
was
didn't-
not a
I'm gonna go
mouthful.
after her.
I had looked at some sources and they had said that in 2004, about 80% of the Hot 100 on Billboard was R&B songs because we know that R&B was popping from the 90s to the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Definitely 2010, you didn't see R&B on the Hot 100 no more.
Nah.
And that's because that's when trap came in. And I'm not going to make this about hip hop or trap, but it is what it is. Trap, like I said earlier, is popular music. It's in every genre now. You even got Lil Nas mixing country with trap. That's how much it's in everything. It's in pop. It's in original hip hop. It's in R&B. And Drake, he contributed to the sound of R&B being added into hip hop. That's why you got him.
He wasn't the first.
He's being a music sexual.
Dude, it's like, yeah.
He wasn't the first to
I'm
me.
joking. Make that something.
He's the one that confused the sound of R&B now. So what?
A lot of rappers were singing though.
What should I be talking about?
Yeah, she does.
You know,
Wow.
and it fucks up for everybody because he's the standard bearer. He's the standard bearer of this shit. And when you confuse that shit, everybody's gonna be like, all right, let's just confuse people too. And that's when you lose R&B.
What is R&B? Like, it's nothing but soft trap to me.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, I'm not into today's R&B like that. Like, I love the new Usher song because it sounds like a throwback. But like, even though we name SZA and Summer Walker and Jhené Aiko, they may sound dope for today's music, but that's not R&B to me. That's a whole different sound. That should be called, you know, what's a subgenre of R&B? You know, that would be like trap R&B.
Yeah.
We say R&B hip hop, we should call it trap R&B because it's not the same thing. In 2010,
That's what Bryson Tiller was.
Trap and B.
Remember Bryson Tiller?
Bryson Tiller.
Trap soul.
I love that album. I did not love the follow-up.
Oh, yo, he came out with a newer version of his old album, like recently.
Is his hat still there?
Huh?
Is his hat still there?
Stupid.
Because you know he got a little fucked up hairline underneath that bitch.
We know.
This shit like back here, you got Mr. Miyagi.
Neo's hairline was wild too.
Oh
yeah.
My son looked like a
Neo sold out.
My man's looked like a
he did.
turtle.
I mean, Neo with Pop. Usher did with Pop as well at one point.
Oh, no, you know what? You can't say that he did
tell us, man, he sold out. He bought
who talking about Neo?
Bought in.
What's the sound of the 2010s?
Yep.
Trash.
But then again, like Alvin said, they gotta make money, they gotta follow the trends, they gotta eat. So I get it.
Yeah.
So R&B died when they realized they had to do that. Oh no, you continue.
It didn't die. It's like Rondell says on life support. You know what did die? Rock music. That's dead.
That's
You can't compare
That's dead,
R&B
yeah.
and rock.
Yeah, that's dead, yeah. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead.
That was taken off life support.
That's
They were like,
dead.
all right, bro, we gotta
Hip hop took that over.
put a plug on that shit.
Rap took that over. Rap took that over at the.
For sure. They said that hip hop artists are the new rock stars. Hence, you got the baby song rock star. You a nigga rock star, he said. Point proven. They the new rock stars. But R&B's not dead. It's just on life support.
I believe
He's on his last legs, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with us, like not us like the Premier Boy podcast, we're not responsible for genres or statements apparently, but okay. But like as a people, we have to actually, we gotta support our R&B artists, man, because there's a lot of good content out there. You know,
bingo.
There's a lot of good content out there.
Bingo. Here's the deal, right?
Look, I don't want to make this a whole thing, but we're not gonna act like race don't have anything to do with it. Race has to do with everything. I don't care what anybody says. It has to do with everything.
That's the DNA of this whole shit, honestly. It's in the DNA.
It is. And I've said this so many times, but the white R&B singers, like whether you believe it or not, Justin Bieber sings R&B music. In fact, he also incorporates trap. Like you need to explain to me why in the Intentions music video it looks like the white boy version of God's Plan. Like everybody in that video is black, first of all. Why? Because it caters to a black audience. You got Quavo on the song doing the trap. So why is this song nominated for a pop VMA? You need to explain that to me.
Here's the thing with the VMAs though. I feel like the VMAs have been kind of trash since 2006.
Right.
So I'm like, I can't really.
Hamilton, he said that. It's washed up like the
VMAs because it's been trash. Nobody's really following. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to follow something,
I don't anticipate it.
Okay, now the Grammys, that's one thing because that's like the standard bearer.
But it does the same thing.
True.
It is.
It don't give people credit where it's due. That song is not a pop song. It is an R&B trap song. You know what is a pop song? Blinding Lights. But they called it R&B.
That's definitely a pop song.
That's a pop song through and through.
That's definitely a pop song.
I do pop dance.
R&B.
That's not an R&B
They're
thing.
both pop songs because they're both popular.
Wait, what?
Blinding Lights.
You think Blinding Lights is not pop?
No, I said they're both pop songs because they're both popular.
Okay, but Blinding Lights got nominated and won for R&B, and I don't even consider The Weeknd R&B like that. Like he's not putting R&B like that.
The Weeknd used to be R&B though. Let's be clear.
He did.
Let me ask you
a question.
Is Crazy in Love an R&B song? Was Crazy in Love an R&B song?
No, that was a pop song.
Pop song.
If white people are singing, it's a pop song.
Yeah.
That's how I understand.
That tells me that my point is correct. That once a song gets past a threshold of popularity, it's no longer in its genre where it originated. It's now in the pop realm.
Yeah.
Back in the days, we talk about like the Temptations. We gotta go back again. Same thing with the Temptations, 5 Heartbeats, Dells. You had your R&B base. You know what I'm saying? But when you broke through, that's when you got into a pop, and now you're pop. You're pop now because you broke through that. You broke through the ceiling of R&B, and now you're into the pop level. So now Weeknd used to be R&B. You know what I'm saying? Broke into pop. Now he's pop now. You know, you got to own the fact that Weeknd is pop now. You got to own the fact that even though Justin Bieber started with pop, he kind of did a little backwards. He started with pop. Then he merged his way to R&B.
He definitely R&B now.
Hanging out with Quavo too much.
But we know that The Weeknd is pop, but that's not what music altogether considering The Weeknd. They keep calling him R&B because that's part of my problem, and that's where the racism shows its head. They keep black people in a box, and Tyler, the Creator, said this after he won that award, the Grammys.
No, he
They
did.
always keep black people in the R&B hip hop category. They don't allow us to do rock or pop or any of that. They can't even give Lil Nas country music, and that was
exactly. That's true. I remember that. Yeah,
that was trash. He had the best song of that year. I'm sorry.
He did. He did. He
Road
did.
was the best song of that last year.
No, 19 weeks number one, son. 19 weeks number one.
He deserves some accolades, but I wouldn't give him a country music accolade.
White people are allowed to go between the lines. Like, look at Post Malone.
Post Malone. Hold on. Can we add him to the pantheon of people we don't talk about?
Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we got
him on that list.
I'll
create the list and I'll put it in the chat tonight. And we all gotta approve on it, okay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fuck
that guy.
Yeah.
On that list too.
Pop song. That's white boy music.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, that's not hip hop. Point is,
that's what happens when 6ix9ine grows up and gets fat.
Oh, that's another one. That's another one, y'all. That's another one. You can't say him either. You can't say him.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Daniel.
We don't talk about him either, son.
Shout out to Daniel Hernandez. That's my man.
Handing out CDs in Williamsburg.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that list ASAP. We gonna make that list ASAP, son. Yeah, we gonna make that list ASAP. So my. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So the next question is, who do y'all feel is responsible for the state of R&B?
Record labels.
Record labels.
Yeah, thank you. Mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because before that, you didn't have this problem in the 80s. You didn't have this problem in the 90s either.
Neither. Yeah,
you know why you didn't have it? Because black people were being put in a box and their music was very niche. So black people would go buy black people music. What happened was it changed over when white people started liking black people music and didn't want to hear the white versions that were being stolen and made.
Yeah.
So they wanted to hear organic black people music, and they started gravitating towards stuff we were listening to.
True.
Right. And that's when music changed. So rather than the record labels, I blame white people that like black music.
Absolutely. I just didn't want to say it.
Whether or not they're good about it, whether or not it's genuine, still y'all fault. Because every time too many white people get on a thing, we move to another thing.
That's true.
And so they got on R&B. We like, all right, what's the next step? Because we don't want to sound like them.
Because and I feel like that's the thing, because it's only a matter of time, right? When you have when it comes out even trap too. Like, you got more white people seeping their way into trap now.
Yeah.
So now, in a couple years, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and once again be ahead of the curve and create the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Same shit with R&B.
That's what we've proven we're good at, just being ahead of that curve.
But
they following the wave, baby.
But you want to talk about go back to where we came from. That's another discussion for another day. That's
a whole different discussion, because that could take over this podcast.
Yeah.
I could tell by her shirt.
Exactly.
I have to open up another one of these shits real quick. These little.
Hold on, before we continue, shout out to Magna with her shirt and her black girl magic going on with the hair. I'm gonna point that out early in the episode.
Yes.
Put that early. Shout out to her black girl magic. Right, she's showing a lot of black girl magic right now. Yeah, we got. I got
right.
Yeah. Exactly. You know.
You right.
All right. So.
People's. Okay, go ahead.
Do you feel
got that Patron Anejo from Mexico?
Oh, Ken, before you move on, I just need to remind y'all that every decade of music, it always changes. We don't even know what the 2020s will look like. But 2010s, someone has said that Neo had stalled out and became pop. 2010s, including Usher, it was all about dance pop. And
it was. It was. It definitely was.
part of answering your question is that in the club, trap music, it was about the beat, okay? People was dancing for 10 years in 2010, and trap was that music. So you added in the EDM music, and then that's how pop and trap music also started merging. Because you see Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, they all was making music with these trap artists.
Yeah, true.
So it's not that they had like sold out.
Shout out to Ty
It
Dolla
was in
Sign.
demand. That was the sound at the time.
Shout out to Ty Dolla Sign being more into this R&B shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm catching him on a lot of different, songs and everything like that. You know?
Yeah, a lot of collabos.
Yeah, a lot of collabos he's working on. So he's working out here.
I mess with Ty Dolla Sign.
And I like Ty Dolla Sign though. I like Ty Dolla Sign. Well, speaking of hip hop and R&B, do you feel hip hop and R&B would emerge at some point?
Of course.
Yes.
If it hasn't already, it should have.
Yeah. It's been.
Yeah.
Been.
Who came up with that?
Since
the early 90s.
Yeah, like you're wrong.
Biggie R. Kelly.
Kelly, of course.
Used to be saying.
And when
you know what? Who's the essence of that sentence? Mary J. freaking Blige.
Yeah.
Fucking
the
facts.
queen.
Yes.
Queen of R&B.
I think so.
A hip hop soul.
Sure.
That's what it is. Hip hop soul.
That's
hip-hop
when you
soul.
had
When they started
happened in the 90s. So
when they started making remixes of every R&B song back in the day.
Fantasy, Mariah, and ODB.
Oh yeah.
Mariah. She did the opposite. That was her bringing rap
into
into the mainstream.
You know who got a big thing in that too? Diddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. For all the people talk about with him, with his bullshit contracts, he did kind of have people dancing. It's like the old school R&B shit.
Yep. He started with Jodeci. He's the first artist with Jodeci with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started throwing, like, literally, if he could find you, if you were within arm's reach of an R&B song, he threw you on if you were a rapper.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He like, yo, 112, I love this Only You joint. Yo, you met my man Biggie?
It's true. He's responsible for making big dude sexy again. And as a fellow big dude, I love it. Like,
I thought that was Heavy D.
Too,
who also did that.
Oh, Heavy D. Oh, exactly. Heavy D. That's another person. Heavy D. Rest his soul, man.
I was listening to some old Heavy D tracks. He was really nice.
He was dope.
Yeah,
he was dope. He was dope. I like the Heavy D, yo. He was dope, man.
But the fuse has been going for a while, is what I'm saying. Like maybe early '90s, even before that, if I don't know.
Yeah.
The hip hop and the R&B fuse.
Yeah.
I think it was the 90s.
I believe that started in the 90s. I think that started in the 90s.
The 90s was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think is the most underrated artist, R&B artist? Give me our top three.
Underrated all time?
Underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying underrated all time or currently?
Or underrated right now.
Well, I mean, good question.
In general.
All time.
All time? Got you.
Oh, that's harder then.
That's actually.
Let me start. I got one. Carl Thomas. My guy Carl Thomas is underrated.
Oh, it's not underrated. You wildin'.
Yeah, Carl Thomas. That boy got talent, son.
He came out with like 2 hot albums. That was it.
He came out with 2 albums. That was it, bro.
No, he did. He came out with 5 albums. I'm talking about.
Was not. That's a 40% average pass.
Tell me the names of the other 3 albums.
Go.
I got one that I was in the house. Rebound. I'm gonna call Rebound. Let's talk about it.
That's a
No. Let's talk about it. Was the second album.
Second album, yeah. Emotional.
So no, that don't count. I said name the other 3.
Oh, let's talk about the second album. So Much Better.
Oh.
And the 4th album was Conqueror.
Wow.
Exactly.
Nobody even heard of these.
With the Snoop Dogg, with the Snoop Dogg Don't Kiss Me.
Yeah, that's the album with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Snoop Dogg Don't Kiss Me. Yeah.
And with that being said, I agree with Sands. I feel like he's properly rated.
Yeah, he's good where he at. Right where he at.
Say your first pick.
My picks would be I would say A. Marie.
That's a tough one for me.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
She's
I mean,
wild underrated, bro. She got like, it was mad skill there. I just felt like maybe her contract was fucked up. I don't know.
I heard. Well, for what I heard she been doing a lot of music overseas. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
So
she gave it up over here
when
she couldn't get over here. She went back home to Korea.
She's
mixed Korean black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So after she kept taking L's and Beyonce kept stealing her style of music, yes, that did happen. She was like, screw these guys.
All right, what'd you pick, Alvin? What'd you pick?
First of all, I'm the chief. All right.
Long live the chief.
So my first pick as far as just underrated, and this one, as soon as I say it, y'all gonna be like, yep, Donnell Jones.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. That Roddy boy.
Roddy, you gotta pick something else, man.
Damn.
I already knew he had something else. I already knew he had.
He can pick the same person. He can pick the same one.
Yeah.
He can pick the same one. Let Roddy pick the same one. That's boy, man. Let Roddy pick the same one. That's boy.
That's no problem. He sound like Skip. That's no problem.
All right, Magna, who you got for your first pick?
If you're talking about people that's not current, that makes it harder for me. I can't.
I mean, it could be current too. It could be all time. It could be current as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I had already said her, but also Chloe and Halle definitely is not in their recognition.
They got talent. Yeah, they got talent.
Chloe and Halle?
Album.
Yeah, they got talent. Nah, they got talent.
Album is dope, and the way they do covers of these R&B songs that are classics is mad dope. But I can't think about anyone like before their time that's like underrated.
Yeah, they definitely got talent. They really got talent.
I got one.
Oh, who you got, son?
I'm gonna reach over to north of the border on this one to redeem myself up there. And
Calgary is your hopes is on Calgary right now.
It's not in Calgary. It's actually in Toronto, my favorite town in Canada. Go with the group Division.
Sorry, Calgary.
With who?
Division.
Oh,
Dumb boys.
I got
the fact that he said who and the fact that I said lets you know
underrated.
Just how underrated he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got looked at him with the.
Shocked
me, and it's shocked that I didn't listen to them. That's shocking. You already know. I mean,
you got to do it, son. You can.
I got
without without vowels.
Yeah.
And just vibe out, son. If you are not trying to go make love to somebody's daughter, afterwards,
I'm gonna hold you.
I
was on a train coming home from work and I heard a Division album. Brought that shit home to Bay.
I heard of the Division before.
At all.
I heard of the Division before.
I feel like I did. Wait, you said Division? Is it Division or Division? I feel like I did heard them before.
Division, but they spell like DVSN.
Yeah.
I feel like I did heard. I think I did heard them before. I gotta look it up again. But I got one. My guy Daniel Caesar.
Oh, he canceled, bro.
He's canceled.
He canceled.
Yeah.
That's when he canceled.
What?
This news.
Wait. So when he canceled?
He made comments about something with white people. Like, why are we always like hating on white people? Like, basically,
you tried to defend Jules.
Oh, dang! I forgot that one. Okay, I take that back, yo. I apologize. I take that back. We can't pick about the ACs in the show either, bro. We can't pick about the ACs.
We're not mentioning that man on the podcast.
Music so shot in.
Wow.
Music.
Okay.
This gonna come as a shock, but I feel like he was properly rated just because of his consistency.
I mean,
he could have been bigger.
He could have been bigger. Yeah, he could have been bigger. I agree. He was dope.
He was the genre of neo soul, and around that time, neo soul, if outside of 107, it wasn't much play outside of like your local.
Yeah, it wasn't at all.
So granted,
my man came out in 2000. He had a huge hit with Love, but he just hasn't been consistent.
Yeah,
I think he's amazing, but I don't feel like he has the consistency for me to be like, all right, they sleeping on him, or at least an album so good that I'd be like, oh, they sleeping on it.
I mean, I know his second album was amazing. I think
That
Just
was the one
Listening.
with So Beautiful, right?
No, that was third. So Beautiful was third. No, that was Just Listening. That was Half Crazy and
That
Don't
was the
Change.
second album? 'Cause
Yeah, the
Love
second
was on
album.
that one.
I was in high school listening to that shit though, so yeah. That
Yeah,
was the second
yeah,
album.
don't listen. Yeah, I had that. Yeah, I remember he did a sample off of the Beatles, yo, off that album. It was amazing, yo. All right, what's your second pick, y'all? What's your
But
second
that was
pick?
my second pick. Division.
I know, I know. I'm talking about Roddy and
Okay.
Magna and Alvin. Y'all
I
second
answered
pick.
the question. I had already given two.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. You said her as well.
I didn't even do my first.
You knew Donald Jones was the first one.
I thought Donald Jones was the first one.
Yeah, he is though. Donald Jones.
Second now.
I agree.
Yeah, Alvin took a take. Alvin took a
Yeah,
take.
like, you got the same pick though. Like,
Let's see what you got.
Well,
I think I know what you got.
Who your
I
second pick?
think I know what he got the second one. I think I know
Nah,
what it is.
I ain't gonna know.
Let's see.
Jaheim.
Jaheim was definitely rated where he was.
Nah, yeah, where he
I
was.
agree with Sam.
I agree where he was. Yeah, he was alright where he was. Honestly, he had a dope voice though.
I'm just mad.
He had a different voice though.
I'm just mad he came to Whitney Houston funeral dressed like Kaiba.
Oh God, come on,
Facts. Him and
Come on,
Seal
son.
was looking like they was about to have a fucking
Come on,
battle.
y'all.
Yeah,
on.
like they want to do
They
right.
came there like they was trying to save niggas
Why
from
not beat that up? Come on,
Shadow
y'all.
Realm.
Church, they were about to have a duel for the
This is
century.
why R&B is dying, because we putting down the R&B on his side. Come on, son.
That
No,
ain't
they
the
put
reason why R&B
themselves
dying. You
down.
know that. Like,
They came there
dressed
wearing
up as
capes.
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking killed that shit.
Yo,
for him. That shit was great.
My son Seal looked like he had a blue-eyed white dragon on him right then and there.
we do realize this was the second Yu-Gi-Oh reference on the Premier Boy podcast today, son. This was the second reference of Yu-Gi-Oh on the Premier Boy podcast, son.
For my final card, head ass.
Yo, is dope.
Come on, man. Just like Kaiba out here to the funeral.
Look like Kaiba.
It was dope, though. I won't say that.
Oh no, not Exodia. Oh no, not Exodia. I can imagine Johnny doing that.
Open your third eye, bitch.
You know who never got their proper due? Raheem Devon.
Oh, that was my third.
Roddy's third.
That was my third. That was my third too.
Bro,
I was in my head today, bro.
I'm sure that was his
That was my third as well. Actually, Raheem Devon was my third. Actually, I don't have to say no more.
You in my head today.
I was said it for me. I don't have to say no more, son. I don't have to say no more.
He's consistent to this day in putting out albums.
He threw
His
it.
style got a little mixy in 2011. I ain't gonna hold you, but them first two albums,
that shit was solid work though.
untouchable, pure like coke straight from the leaf.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, that you,
Pure
son. That you,
Colombian R&B right there. Like,
yo, son, you is always an instant classic, son. That first album was amazing, yo. That first album was
listen to Customer all the time.
You know it was kind of dope when they played an Octagon at the end of the night.
Oh, facts.
Trying to get a number real quick, and they put on you.
Oh,
that shit worked for me about all of 2 times.
They worked for me
After that, it was a wash. I was like, fuck.
They worked for me too, son.
I didn't know they played you.
They did play you. Yeah. Depending on the DJ, son.
They were trying to get
the
everybody
titles of his
that
albums. The titles of his albums were so R&B. Like you had The Love Experience.
Yeah,
that was the first one. You had The Love Behind the Melody.
I know Love and War.
What's more R&B title than The Love Behind
Love.
the Melody?
Literally.
Yeah.
Like
Don't forget he came in with Love and War, right? I think
Love and War,
so.
Love and War masterpiece.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Like he really had to sit down in a meeting and was like, what are we gonna call this shit? Like, we need something that's sultry and sexy. You know what I'm saying? We need some baby making titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were like,
Magna,
oh.
If you haven't listened to The Love Experience yet, I suggest that you don't listen to it before you take birth control. By the end of the album, you're
gonna want to get off. You gonna want to get off that shit real quick. But like birth control, where?
Right. That's one of those albums I suggest you don't listen to unless you got Plan B near you.
Yeah.
Love
And
Express.
even then, you'd be like, "Babe, I lost a pill." Whoops.
Which was the one?
Oh well.
Which was the one with Bob?
That was on
that
Love
was
and War Masterpiece.
Love and War. Yeah, Love and War.
Oh, that was the album. I listened to front to back. Yeah.
I did that. Customers on that one too, right?
Yeah.
Nah, Customer was on the second one.
Oh,
What? Oh, no, I thought it was
no,
on
that
the
was
masterpiece.
the one.
I thought it was the
Nah,
third
it
one
was
as
track
well.
6, boy.
I'm about to
man,
check.
you know better
I'm
than
about
us.
to
You be knowing.
When I say I love that
He
album,
probably made love to this. He probably made love to the album though, real quick. So you didn't know
Both
the
of them.
track number in 2020? Like you probably
Both
Right,
of them.
probably had some
Both of them.
sessions. You had some
Right, right.
sessions to that album though.
You probably did, so I wouldn't be surprised, yo.
Yeah, like I don't even know the track
Both of
list
them.
to that.
Y'all not
Oh,
hearing me.
yo,
Both of them.
Both.
I
Gotta be
might
one
be
of
right, son. I would might be
him
right,
right now, boys.
I
Ask
might
my
be right,
exes,
too.
they know.
I'm about to put this shit on tonight. If that's the case, they need to hurry up. We need to hurry up with this podcast so I can do this shit. I think. Y'all pray.
Lucky.
I can't be talking about all this good R&B and then have me on the podcast for like 3 hours. Nah, son, we got right.
Next one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I want to apologize to Alvin.
Listen, I'm going through my phone
I
right
want
now.
I want to apologize to Alvin. He was right. that was on the second album. Yeah,
Oh, you dead looked it up? That's what that was?
I did it.
Did you not hear the confidence in my voice?
I'm telling you, he probably fucked around on some of this shit right here.
Right
bro.
there,
Like,
he did.
Customer,
would.
Marathon, Desire.
I was fired for real.
front to back.
First three albums, man. I love the first three albums of the.
Try Again. The 4-letter word.
And the thing is, I saw him in the Free Summer concert 2 years ago. So
two other ones
that was
like Wingate and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, you told me that.
that was at Wingate. That was Brower. I'm not Brower. Betsy had.
Okay.
I think I was supposed to
The
come with
Betsy
you
Head?
that time. I just
You
didn't
call
get
that
to.
Betsy
I
Head?
was supposed to go too.
It was at Betsy Head. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I went there twice, but yeah.
I'm bougie ass.
bugging,
Not
dude.
going down to Brownsville to see no Raheem Devon.
You-
Now, if it was Wingate,
Like
then
that
yeah,
way.
I'll go. But I ain't going to no Betsy Head Park to see no Raheem Devon.
Baby Jiddo,
I would've-
Baby Jiddo.
I lived near Betsy Head Park. I lived like 4 blocks from there. I would have
What
went.
you was, son? What you was, son?
I ain't
It's like
going.
next to my
I'll go to
auntie.
I
Wingate.
ain't
Like,
going
auntie,
either.
I'm seeing
Betsy Head
Raheem
Park.
Devon outside. Come true.
I don't mess with. I don't mess with Brownville.
I used to mess with Brownsville. And that's the reason why I don't do it no more. I used to be out there like, nah, I'm good.
You did, so you really did though. son.
I'm like, I'm
I know you
okay.
got stories, bro.
All right, but yo, which R&B artists deserve a comeback?
Oh wait, we not gonna do the third one?
Oh, yeah, I think y'all done it.
I thought we did. We said
Yeah.
Nah, I said Raheem. It was y'all 2 third one. I didn't get a
Oh.
third one from
Oh,
Magna.
what's
or
the third one,
Sam.
son? What's the third one, son?
For me.
Ooh.
What you got?
Oh, Magna, yeah.
Everyone I'm thinking of, they're popular. Like someone underrated would be like, I don't know, Lloyd.
Oh, I got
Popular.
another one.
He never got his love. He never
Yeah.
even got
Lloyd,
properly
yeah.
rated. He never got the love he deserved.
Yeah, I forgot about Dwelle.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But isn't he more neo soul? Isn't
But
he?
still, though, that
line?
still fits. His music show child was in there too.
Wale.
Yeah.
Neo soul as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably because it's stuff too pro-black, but okay.
Probably.
I
I
still
ain't
listen
gonna
to
hold
Dwelle
you,
till
though.
today.
Joel, yeah, that man don't get no love at all, son.
Ooh.
Joel A, son, he don't get no love, man.
You know who I
agree.
fuck
Go
with?
to Kanye's video.
Exactly. He wasn't even flashing
Yeah.
lights, son.
But you know what I think is
That was
overrated, though, honestly, and I mentioned him earlier in the podcast.
Underrated. Underrated. Oh.
Yeah, I would say Bobby Caldwell. He's underrated. He was underrated. Because
He
nobody
was
even
underrated
knew his
mostly
race,
because he
bro.
was white.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's
Nobody
true.
even know he was
He-
nobody even knew his race. He just knew his song was aight.
Yeah.
And then it came
Once we
out
found
like,
out he was white, we stopped listening.
It-
But
but he
boy,
had
that
some
song
heat,
is a
though.
song.
Yeah,
He
he
had
did.
some heat. And not just like what you want to do. He had some other shit too. Like it was fire.
Yeah.
So,
My number 3 is a tie in my head, right? Especially Chrisette Michelle and Kim. Not
Oh,
Ken,
Kim,
but
yeah.
Kim.
Okay, my guy, Kim, when Love's Calls. Oh my guy.
yeah. I'm more
Not-
with Kim
like
than
every
Chrisette
single
Michelle.
one of his
Yeah,
albums
Chrisette
was
Michelle
so
was bullshit.
categorically R&B.
It was.
Ugh.
I'm more. Here's my thing. I agree with you with the Kim situation, right? Chrisette Michelle, nah.
Nah?
For a few reasons. One, she did have a lot of good joints though. I wouldn't say she was underrated. She was on Lost One. She was on Nas' album. She was on one of Kanye's albums. She had a lot of dope situations, you know what I'm saying? And then she wanted to go sing for Trump. So
you know why she had to sing for Trump? And I went to bat for her. I protect this black woman.
I don't know,
right? I went to bat for her.
Kind of trash for me.
Because you know why? Because she was underrated because she wasn't making money from her albums.
That's true. She wasn't.
Tiffany didn't sell.
She wasn't.
The American Nightmare or something like that. Whatever that one was named with the American flag on it. That one didn't sell.
Oh yeah,
As a matter of fact, the first one didn't really sell. It just did really good and spawned some really dope singles.
Yeah.
The first one though was the most innocent R&B album I've heard in my life to this point.
It was. No, the second I like the second album from her.
You like the one with Fragile on it.
Yeah. She had the song with Neo. She had the song with Neo on it.
That album was her big time album. But that first album, if you want to just listen to some wholesome stuff, if you want to, like, we talked a lot about having sex, right? If you want something to get through an argument with Bae and y'all get back to that point where y'all calm and y'all remember that y'all love each other for the right reasons, just play Love. Yeah, no, Loving You or something like that. Damn, I can't call the name of the song.
You know who
Love Is You. There we go.
I gotta
play Love Is You and just sit there for 4 minutes. By the end of that 4 minutes, y'all will not be tripping no more.
You know who I think is also underrated too, since we're on the topic? Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
She's
definitely underrated. I definitely agree on that one.
Especially because she's still consistent.
Yes. She just came out
extremely underrated.
She just came out with a new she just came out with a new single, Colossal Ones. She just came out with a new single, Colossal Ones.
She is disrespectfully underrated.
Yeah.
She's so underrated. She wasn't on my top 3 list of underrated, and I feel bad.
Me too. I feel bad though too.
Look at myself when I come after this podcast. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I feel bad too.
I feel bad too. For myself.
I'm gonna tweet her. I'm gonna tweet her. Sorry.
I apologize.
I'm not even gonna explain it to her. I apologize.
No, say sorry, right, and then send her a link to this episode.
Yeah, good promo. Yeah, exactly. I'll do that.
We can get shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this episode.
I gotta wait till the episode come out.
Well, it's coming out. It's already out. It's already out.
So,
all right, which R&B artists deserve a comeback though?
Usher.
He already out.
He here.
He never left.
He never left.
That at this point, he could drop anything he want other than some weird racist or misogynistic stuff, and he's fine.
Yeah, Usher fine.
You don't even have to have good albums no more. He is here. But Usher is here.
I would say this though. Tank needs a comeback.
He's already out too.
Pretty out.
He already got
He ain't got like really nothing out like that.
Yeah, the album came out last year. Tank got an album that came out last year. Y'all didn't know that?
Tank don't need a comeback. Tank need promotion.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's better. That's better.
My face, right? I'm like, I didn't know he came out album last year. I ain't checked.
He did.
Yeah,
he came out last year.
Whoops.
Yeah, Tank need promotion. He don't need a comeback.
But here's the thing with Tank though. I feel bad for him because remember on the past episode about Aaliyah Music that not on streaming service.
Yeah.
Some of Tank's past albums is not on streaming service either. That's probably another reason why too hitting music again now. But that we can't find. Maybe I Don't Deserve It. You can't find that song.
Honestly, like while he did have good songs, he never had major good songs.
Nah.
He had no charting.
Yeah.
And like really that you see
like,
on
he came out at a time where like being nice at making an R&B song wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
To make you special.
But
like he made some nice R&B. It was not good enough to make you special. When he came out, you needed exceptional R&B.
Yeah.
The bar was high. But I feel like the bar is lower now that
It
he
is.
could probably sneak in a dope single and
He
be
could.
alright and be back.
Yeah, but he trend chasing with his latest music, so he's not gonna do it.
Yeah. But who I think Genuine should make a comeback.
Oh yes.
What?
Genuine should make a
Oh
comeback.
no.
Genuine.
Colin.
What? How
This is
about
why
it?
the reason why
That's
Tank
right
need
there.
to come back.
Him and his pony need to stay his ass right there.
Y'all bugging. Yo,
I
that
know,
man had
right?
his, man. That man had his.
Absolutely not.
Y'all got,
Yeah, 97.
Absolutely
2000.
not. No Genuine.
What about
Love line.
Mario?
Huh?
say that again.
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah, he deserves a
What is
comeback.
that?
He needs to come back.
He
Gonna come back and he gonna do everything he do every time he come back.
But
He
flop.
come back, he drop a dope song, no follow up, no promotion. He's going again.
You know, funny, y'all. Last year he was on Empire. He was on Empire for 2 seasons. He did come out with a new song. He did come out with a couple new songs this year. But I was kind of right. Though. Come out with a new song and then don't.
Yo, remember when he came to I forgot what club he was promoting.
He in the Octagon one night.
Yeah. And he had that dope joint, and then Nicki was on the remix.
Yeah,
Like,
Nicki
it
was
was
on the original.
perfect timing.
Yeah.
He did not follow up.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Nah.
But you didn't say people making a comeback that's gonna stick around.
You just said a comeback.
I said comeback. I said who y'all feel should make a
No,
comeback.
I agree with you, but I'm letting you know up front that if you
Hold on, I got somebody.
he's still gonna fuck up his comeback.
That's
Yeah.
I got somebody. I got
letting you know.
After
somebody.
that is a wrap.
Who got Roddy? Who got?
I got Maya. Y'all remember her?
Yes.
She actually tried to come back.
I think she tried to come back too. Yeah, she tried to come back.
I think with the right producers and the right people backing her, she can come back real strong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she don't have those situations.
Okay, but
No.
she can get it.
Could she though?
Who knows?
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know.
Like, could she? I'm not even
I
trying
don't
to
know if
ask
she
you.
could. I don't know if she could.
Well, maybe they should have.
She would have got it
with
10
DJ
years ago
Mustard.
after she had that feature with Lil Wayne.
They need to bring. You know what need to make a comeback though, in R&B as a general.
What?
Groups.
Groups
Like,
are not
Yeah,
selling
you
like
know
that,
who fucked that up in
What is
general?
that thing, Jimmy Fallon?
Diddy. What happened?
though.
Wait, you talking about the Roots that sing with Jimmy Fallon?
No, not the
No, he
groups.
said groups, not
He's
roots.
like groups. He's like groups.
Oh.
Like R&B groups.
Even though I did mention them earlier. Shout out to the roots.
To the
General.
roots. Yeah, not to the roots, man. We got
Yeah,
it.
like just groups.
Shout out to the
Groups
Roots,
need to
though.
come back together and sing
thinking that.
5-part harmony. 5-part harmony. All right.
Oh, these days that's gonna be hard. You ain't know a lot of these groups tried that, son. A lot of these groups can't get together. I want New Edition to come back, but they can't get together, son.
Yeah.
New Edition
Need
didn't
the
have it
money.
together when they was together.
That's true. And both comebacks, they didn't have it together. They
Drew
tried
has
Right.
picked up their members like
They
20,
couldn't do
like
it.
5 times.
That is true,
And then they
son.
try to come back with some new shit recently. They still couldn't get it together. Sometimes you really gotta get it together or leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
You
Exactly.
gotta leave it alone, son. It's
Just like
New
Drew
Edition.
Hill. Hold on, just
Yeah,
like Drew Hill
that's
tried to come back. Drew Hill tried to come back, and they can't get it together. When
What about
12 tried to come back,
B2K? B2K.
they tried to come back. They
they
couldn't
tried to come
get
back
it
too. They tried to
together.
come back too. They can't get it together.
Women.
They tried to come back too, and they can't.
That's the homie
They
fault.
couldn't get it together, yo. Like,
You remember Pretty Ricky?
Oh yeah.
they got a new song out. They back.
Oh,
They
really?
finally got
Back.
it together?
They got together. They got together. Yeah.
They were struggling, boy.
They got together. They got together, son.
You said they were struggling.
Struggling. Who
Yeah.
I think needs to make a comeback? Let me see.
But groups don't make a lot of money these days. Like,
Nah, they don't.
Groups
And-
never made a lot of money, boy.
But
Because remember, you're splitting that money between all of them.
but
Yeah,
And
but-
you're also splitting the expenses between all of them.
Yeah, but mind you, they can't make no money at all because the pandemic. That's really
No,
messing it
but
up. for them.
even besides
before
that,
that.
artists aren't making money like that. They make their money through touring because they don't
Yeah,
have
tour,
CDs
exactly.
anymore.
Yeah, touring,
Right.
exactly. Yeah,
You're not
So,
selling
right.
right now. You're not selling CDs.
yeah.
Your label's already trying to get over on you because they know that
Right.
they're the key to your distribution. You
Yep.
got to tour.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
bad for all of them people.
And
But
honestly,
who do I think needs to come back? Hold on.
Notori Naughton is trying to come back, but I don't know if anybody gonna pay for her album.
I don't know.
I don't even consider that a comeback because she never really had a time as a solo artist.
Yeah.
Who took about?
Notori
Notori.
Power.
Oh, Notorious.
Yeah, the one who played Tasha.
Oh, okay.
They did her
You know, she was
dirty
in
in 3LW.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't
I
fuck with
heard
Big
she
She's
is
Daddy.
on
trying
an
to.
album now, but ain't nobody gonna do that.
Yeah, you do it for free on
You know
like.
who need a
Stick
proper
to being
comeback?
Tasha. No
Ashanti.
shade, no shade.
Oh yeah, Sean.
Ashanti need to do a
Ashanti?
versus.
I think she I feel like she never went nowhere. She feel like she never went nowhere though.
Went nowhere,
Ashanti's
but
still
she
around.
needs to do a versus.
Ashanti hasn't had a new album since The Declaration.
Yes, Ashanti. Oh my
But
god.
she independent now. She's independent.
Yeah,
Now. I think
The
she did have an
Declaration
album
was
out.
her first independent album. Back
Yeah.
in 2008. We ain't
No,
seen her
no.
since.
Her last album came out. I think she came out some song last year. I think she came out with an album
I don't
last
think
year.
it was popping.
Let's see.
It would be nice if J-Lo could give her an official apology for stealing her voice. Like
Bags.
It would be.
it's like Ursula and the
She'll
Little
never get it
Mermaid.
though, but yeah, it'll be nice.
I agree. I
She'll
agree.
never get it though. She's
Yeah,
dead
she's
off
not
that.
good.
She ain't getting that back.
Jennifer didn't sing none of them songs. None of them
She
songs.
did.
that
She did.
were on.
I remember. I seen that documentary. J-Lo threw her voice, man.
That's a fact.
Nah,
Honestly,
she
that's
sang
Irv
now.
Gotti though. That's Irv Gotti though.
Gotti did
He
that.
let that go down. In
Yeah.
fact, he promoted it to go down.
Yeah,
That's
but she's
Irv
not
Gotti.
And it was for the
denying it.
dollar. That was it. It was for the dollar.
I
But
get
she's
it,
not
but
denying it
stop.
though.
She not. Yeah, she not.
But that's
She's
what
not
I'm saying.
saying
Like
that
if,
with
you're,
me.
like if you're not denying it, chances are you're probably never gonna get that apology. You just gotta hold that L and keep moving, which is
Yeah,
sad.
Yeah. That's
Did you
kind
ever
of weird.
hear that performance, that VMA performance with her and Ja Rule singing "I'm Real"? That was
Shoot.
probably one of her worst performances ever because that was her.
It
real voice.
was.
Oh,
It was so
yeah.
sad.
It was.
Come to find out,
It was.
Ashanti was singing all them songs.
But
It wasn't. I remember. It wasn't Ashanti. It wasn't Ashanti. Ashanti wrote in everything. Ashanti wrote in everything.
Okay,
And
I
the
just did a
song
quick
played
check.
was
Ashanti's
Christina
last
Milian.
album was a Christmas album from 2014. Her last album before that came out in hold on, let me look at it.
I know she came out with a song. She came out with a song last year though.
Was
Came out with a song
2014
last
as well.
Yeah, she came out with a song last year. I know that. She had a song with Ty Dolla $ign. I think it came out last year.
Oh, yo, she had a song with Fab last year too.
Yeah, see, she was doing real. She never left.
That don't mean that she out.
I didn't think she out.
That'd be like getting excited when Ja Rule put Bobby Brown on Thug in Love and acting like Bobby Brown was making a comeback from that.
That was a comeback. That was a comeback.
Like more, like nobody. No.
Yo, he was singing his part out on that fucking video though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right?
He came out that helicopter like something though, just like
Word.
you better take your 38 special ass over back somewhere.
All
Not
right,
the
yo.
helicopter like they got no sense.
What about Carrie Hilson?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Her
definitely
comeback.
Carrie Hilson. Yes,
You
definitely.
He's like
think
one
the
more
Beyonce
comeback.
fans is
After
over
that,
it yet?
whatever she does with it is
Ain't
on
nothing
her.
but comeback.
Beyonce messed up her career though. Beyonce messed up her career though. She.
She
No,
didn't
Carrie
mess up
Hilson
her
messed
career.
up
The
her
career.
label forced her.
Oh, the label messed up her career. Yeah, label.
Yeah,
I
Carrie
like-
Hilson
Yeah.
messed up her career by crossing Beyonce, which fucked her up with the label. That
Yeah.
was Carrie Hilson.
Same thing with Tierra Marie. Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't she,
yeah.
like,
Tierra Marie.
didn't she
They're
have the
trying to
bad
make
drinking
it
problem?
out. That shit.
She was with The Rock too. Like
She
based
was.
on how she looks now and how she looked when I guess No Daddy was her last song, how she looked when that video came out. Jay-Z was not fucking with you as a woman if you couldn't keep your weight right.
Yeah.
True.
So I think she got
Rihanna-
hit with that.
Because Rihanna
'Cause
weighed the
we
same
ain't seen a mill
for like
since.
10 years. You gotta say that Rihanna weighed the same for 10 years. Beyonce weighed the same for like 10 years. And that
Which
was
is
it.
crazy because Beyonce was definitely older. Like
Yeah.
she's older and has children, and she only just got a little bit thicker.
That's
yeah,
it.
but she's also, her husband also, doesn't he also like, isn't she a part of Rockefeller?
By
No.
Doesn't
Nation.
she have her own
She
label?
wasn't a part of Rockefeller originally at all.
Nah,
was-
she wasn't.
The boss of Beyonce is what I'm saying.
I think she her own
he's not her
boss.
boss.
Yeah,
She
that's
was-
like
she was
they
on a whole
can't
different
tell her.
label.
Nobody can tell her that she's too fat to perform. Like, so it doesn't
But
matter
that's the
what
thing about
did.
Beyonce. Beyonce's a champion. She would never let herself get too fat to perform.
Yeah.
If she were
I
though,
watched that woman
nobody
fall
gonna
down a
tell
flight of
her.
steps and stand back up like a damn Decepticon.
Could you imagine though? Beyonce as a fucking Decepticon? Like, nigga, fool.
It's not even so far off in my head.
What's the next? What question we got next?
Yeah. Next question. What is your all-time favorite R&B song? Give one.
I'm gonna let all y'all go first.
This hard.
If
This is
anybody
hard.
got mine.
Jeez, this is
Lady
hard.
of My Life.
Is that Lady in Your Life?
Yeah, that's
Somebody else got my shit.
That's the song I want to get married to.
Actually,
While they walk down the aisle, "Lady of My Life" will be played.
I'm not gonna hold you. I would pick that one too. Actually, that Human Nature.
That's the greatest love song I've ever heard.
It is. It's a major song. Yo. Like, that's a major song, yo.
And the only song that
Love by Whitney Houston.
Content.
I got a couple. Lady of My Life, Human Nature.
One.
Well, they picked my ones. They picked my ones. I got to pick another one. They picked my one. I would pick the Gap Band. Yearning Over Your Love.
I like also Whitney Houston's "You Need Good Love."
What?
You been good love.
That shit is dope.
Nah,
The beginning gets me. Like that shit. That shit gets me every time. I'm like,
I got one more, son. Computer Love. That's my song, man.
of course you gonna pick.
Shout out to Auto Tune.
Mama Talisman, he killed it with the auto tune though. He killed it with it though. He killed it with it though. Like everybody, like that was just the way that he sounded. You got Charlie Wilson on it, Sherry Maddox in the standard version. Yeah.
Magna,
You know
what
a
have
favorite
for,
of mine?
I cannot answer that question. That's like asking who's your favorite black person. Like I will say the songs, because you cannot pick just one. Come on,
I
we're
can't
too
pick one.
awesome for that.
I'll pick like two.
The songs that like make me
Tamia.
feel like if we talking like wedding songs, I always say I'm gonna play Casey and JoJo all my life. And I feel like that's like quintessentially R&B.
Yeah, definitely.
That hit me like right here.
It hits you, right?
Like, I'm really marrying you right now. This is crazy. Like that vibe.
Yeah, this song.
And Brandy, have you ever, like that song just like cuts for me like
Mm-hmm.
ever love somebody. Like yes.
Y'all know.
Me here.
Y'all know me. I'm about to say John B. They don't know.
They don't know.
That song is good. Listen, I got Tamia's
karaoke hour.
I got Tamia's what's it called? Damn, I can't get the phrase out. Into You.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Into You.
That song is so good, just so easy.
The original one, right? Gee, the weed, man.
Let me see. I got
playlist of all of these songs.
Love Calls by Kim.
I got you. Man.
Love Calls by Kim. And
Call your name.
Hey, huh? I know about to make this.
you're tender.
Get on the door.
And I got and I got oh shit. Come on. He cut me up, made me laugh. If I Have My Way by Chris Michelle.
If I have
my song. I like that.
That song is so pretty and pure.
Can I give a shout out to Alicia Keys, because she was never once mentioned in this conversation, but she is a big part of R&B. I think my favorite song by her is "You Don't Know My Name." It also hits me. It's like,
does it though?
Like, you know why she was never mentioned? Because we didn't talk about our favorite or the top or the best of the best a lot.
Yeah, we really didn't know.
Talked about underrated and who's the new person.
Yeah, we really didn't know. That's true.
She's top 3 female all time.
She's up there for females. Yeah, for females as well. For me, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
She's up there for me for females
She's
as
at
well.
the top of this conversation.
But that is the song. That's probably my favorite.
Thank you for getting her in here.
Yeah, I just feel like her feelings would have been hurt if we didn't mention her.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I'm gonna send that. We got
that actually my favorite Alicia Keys song too, though. If you don't know my name.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the music or something, but it just. And then she got the little words that she speak. Can I speak to Michael?
Right.
Oh yeah.
That phone. Remember, she got
Oh,
sued over that phone
give
number
me a
because it was
complicated.
actually some old couple's phone number from upstairs.
Facts.
Yeah,
Niggas was just
man.
calling the shit.
But no,
Yo.
Alvin, while you on your apology tour, right? What I need you to do, right, is tag her and say sorry and put a link of this podcast right there.
We got to, yeah, we definitely.
I'm gonna just tell her we got you and then tag the link.
Yeah.
Forget
Forget about you, bro. Like, nah.
Yo, son, I love R&B
blocked
music,
by
man.
everybody. We
Yo,
talk about.
yo, I love R&B music, y'all. But do y'all think R&B music will make a strong comeback, like stronger than it is now? Do y'all feel like it is?
Absolutely not.
Nah.
That
Just because of the way
depends.
we get music.
I
Absolutely.
don't know about that because it's weird. Like I said at the top of the conversation, you got the big bucket of trap music and a big bucket of pop music, and the way it's situated now between that and the way the labels are setting this up, and the way the radio is being built, and the way that streaming is now, because that's a term prep. The way streaming is now, people gonna want everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to be like, oh yeah, R&B gonna make a dope ass comeback. We gonna be lit. I can't say that and with a straight face. It's just like the apology I tried to do earlier today.
I mean, as much I love R&B music, yo.
We love you, Canada.
It's hard. It's hard to say, yo. It's hard to say, man. Like Magna said earlier, it's a lot of how R&B artists are out, but they're not how we felt in the '90s or before then. You know, like SZA's hot, Summer Walker hot. Aqua's hot, but they're not how we felt. Like then. And also we don't know how music will be during the 2020 era. So
Right.
I don't know. Janae Aiko, she really be taking me to places.
Yeah, she's
But the problem is,
she's beautiful.
Where back in the '90s we had Toni Braxton, we had Mariah Carey, we had many options. We had SWV and the girl groups. We had Escape. We had so many options.
Yo, you want to know something? You want to know something crazy?
I like that person.
I had a poster of SWV as a 7-year-old on my wall though.
I had Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child wasn't until 99. Okay.
I love.
Damn, bro.
You saying how the music today is not like back then, but remember when we was talking about our favorite songs? Like, tell me you didn't actually feel something just by uttering a person's name or even uttering the name of the song, because you know that they make you feel something, and it has a lot to do with the beat. I said I love You Don't Know My Name because the beat itself is important to how you relate to a song. Okay, and if a beat's not going to drop where it's going to hit me, then it's not going to be the same connection. The songs today, they're all trap based. And what is trap music anyway? It's drug music. Like, how am I supposed to relate to that?
Yeah, you can't make love while you sell drugs at the same time.
That's not true. We've all heard Me and My Bitch.
It's not even.
And after we get past the opening line of that, he constantly explains that we
tried.
Can't make love.
You cannot sell drugs and make love at the same time. No,
I believe you're a liar.
What?
You can't do it.
System set up.
You can't sell drugs and make love at the same time, bro. You gotta choose.
Anyways, it should be my goal.
Go, Roddy, go. Roddy, go.
Yeah. Because of the way the music is ever changing, it's possible, but it's a long shot because it all depends on the how the radio stations are set up and what the labels, and of course if there's a huge demand, they may have a comeback, but it has to be a huge demand for it. And since music is changing every year now, so who knows? I still feel like it's open, but it's still a long shot before it could be brought back.
The radios don't have a command over that no more because music is so widely streamed and accessible. So I feel like R&B will never, because of that reason, will never get back to where it was, but it also will never completely die, ever.
I think it will remain on life support for at least another 5 years. But you got a lot of good, dope R&B artists that's out here killing shit. You feel me? So it's not dead at all. is just on life support, and you got people out here that's willing to, you know, to still move like how it used to. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
It's not the same sound no more. It's not. It doesn't make you.
I mean, no. If you find the right R&B, you'll find
You gotta
the
dig.
sound that makes you have a feeling.
You
The
gotta
problem
dig
is
deeper.
you're slotting in music that isn't R&B and expecting it to be R&B, right? I'm not trying to force Chris Brown into an R&B box. He clearly don't want that box. I'm not going to keep trying to make "Look at Me Now" an R&B song. I'm not going to keep doing it.
Nah, not.
Neither Hoes. What was it? Loyal. Sorry, not Hoes.
Loyal.
I bet you that was the name he wanted to name the song
at first, and they were like, "Nah, we gotta sell this, bro." Like, come on.
Right.
I think
But that's
y'all
not an
are-
R&B song, even though they sang it. You understand? Heartbreak on a Full Moon, that was an R&B song.
Indigo
Even
was
Juicy
R&B
Booty,
song.
if we don't talk about the third verse, that was an R&B song. And I felt the feelings, you felt the sound, you had the sound. Problem is, that was 2 songs on a 40-track long album.
Right. Mind you, the last 3 albums he had was like 40 tracks. Indigo, I think Indigo was
Indigo was like about 40 tracks though.
Indigo got more R&B on it than Heartbreak on the Full Moon.
It did have more R&B on that. Yeah, that was an R&B album though. Definitely was though.
I like Indigo. That was my little thing. That was my shit.
Yeah, that album was fire. That album was fire though. But I mean, I'm really looking forward to see what R&B. Hopefully R&B be strong during the 2020 years though.
Nah.
Y'all realize that R&B is like kept on life support by Black people, right? It's all about what Black people is gonna give energy to, because we literally make everything popular. Don't forget R&B was popular music at one point.
It was
the 90s. They was topping the charts. I'm giving the statistics for that. But because they started turning away from R&B and started going towards hip hop, here come, you know, the white kids following what we do once again, and they fell into hip hop. And at that time in the 2000s, it was like, what's it called? Crunk music. Luda and all that. That was crunk. That was a genre of its own.
That was a genre of its own, yeah.
We started liking trap, so they started liking trap. So all the people on pop are like, you know, this is what's cool. Black people are cool.
They go with the trend. They go with the trend happening.
We're the trend, though. When we decide that we want to go back to R&B, that's when R&B will be popular. Point blank.
Yeah. Honestly, they love our culture, but they don't love our people. But that's another statement.
That's a no-brainer.
That's another time. And you know, we gotta end the show. You know.
Damn.
I know, right?
I was just
what thing
right now. Like I'm enjoying her vibe right now.
Me too, yo. We gotta have her back, son. We gotta have her back here. We gotta have you back, son. We gotta have a part 2 of this conversation. Because this conversation not done.
I need to say my closing points, so just let me know when you end them, okay?
We got you. But y'all, we about to end now because this is a long episode, y'all. This is a long episode. But you know, we gonna but once again, thank you, Magna, for coming on the show. She was an amazing guest. We gotta have her back, man.
Yes.
We gotta have her back.
Are y'all ready for my facts?
Yes, drop your facts and also drop your IG stuff.
Yeah, drop your facts, social media, all that good stuff.
Yes, you already know.
First of all, social media is killing humanity as we speak. It's so clear, but okay.
It is.
Like, if anyone didn't know, I don't want to be like, you know, the bearer of bad news, but we had heard about Chrissy Teigen and John.
Oh yeah.
Why was I gonna say John Mayer? John Legend.
John Legend.
They was expecting a baby, and then a couple days ago it came out that she was bleeding a lot, and it just came out that they lost their baby. Why they feel like they gotta post that on IG? I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure that's between the two of y'all. Yeah. We don't gotta see that, but that's another conversation about social media.
I heard about that. I wanted to add that in the premiere news, but I wasn't sure because it was like too.
That one kind of hits home.
I mean, you should if you want people to send them prayers, but
I mean, of course. You know, we keep them in our prayers. You know, that's a terrible loss, man. Especially with everything that's going on.
They posted pictures of that, like that's to y'all.
Yeah.
But Anyways, I just took the so left. Anyways, did you know that the sales of R&B declined between 2005 and 2013?
Yes.
I believe it.
And what was popping between then?
Trap.
Crop and B.
Like hip hop.
Hip-hop
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, because when you think about early 2000s and late 2000s, like every decade, the beginning and the end is always different. And the beginning of the decade is usually the carryover of the previous decade. And it's been like that for many decades. That's why in 1980, 81, you still getting KC and the Sunshine Band and Earth, Wind and Fire Putting Pops. But that's when hip hop started becoming popular. So we're gonna see the same thing in the 2020s. Trap may go away because we never listen to the same thing for more than 10 years. People are going to eventually get tired of trap. I really can't figure out what the sound is, especially because of this pandemic. Ain't nobody putting out their music. Everything is delayed. So we're 1 year behind. I just want to make it clear that trap music hurts the Black community because we don't need to engage in violent drug peddling music. That is going to be harmful to our genres of music. If R&B were popping again, as I had told you, Ken, if we have more popping R&B, we can get more music that is pushing self-love, especially to the Black woman, because we know that Black woman was the epitome of R&B. Okay, we carried that shit. But, you know, I'm not going to preach to you all night. You know what it is.
Dropping facts.
Dropping facts, though. Like,
Dropping facts.
I love it.
Dropping facts. So, drop your social media so they can follow you. And we're going to have you back at the show. We got to have you back at the show. We have to have you back
before the season's up.
I'll prepare. My IG's
because I want to follow you up on that last thing. Sorry.
Yeah, come on. Come on, let's speak, man. Come on, let's speak,
man. MADEMOIZELLE_M on IG.
Y'all follow her, y'all. Follow her, y'all.
Yeah, straight facts.
People think I post like just selfies, but most of the time I'm just posting up facts and memes.
She is. Trust me, she is.
So, like the shirt says it all, okay? Just remember that Black Lives Matter and
every day, every
day. You ain't know.
The case with Breonna Taylor ain't over either, so
we still got.
I just also want to point out for people who don't know, I noticed, I peeped the way everybody's energy changed with Breonna Taylor. I mean, these bars and stuff, they open again. So all the white people that was protesting for George Floyd, where y'all at? Because we didn't like the result of this announcement. Oh, but because the bar across the street open again, y'all are over there and not in the street. I saw that.
Dang.
People, I feel like this, and people always going to want to sit there and protest and do shit that they going to want to do.
Exactly. Pick and choose.
They're going to do shit that they have to do.
Yeah.
That's work for them, and they don't like working that.
We're bored.
Slavery as a prime example of that shit.
Yeah.
They were bored.
Speaking of bars, if we're going to talk about businesses, before you look for me, you need to support Black businesses. But, make sure we keep that money in our community. After you do that, you can follow me at Aaron Sands Premier. That's AARONSANDSPREMIERE. And if you want to support a Black business, you support Shop by Sands. You're a local photography and videographer out here. Try to make a difference out here in these streets. You follow that. You can follow that business at SHOTBYSANDS.
Y'all already know. When I'm not here with my boys, I got my other show, Mr. Jam, like that podcast. Each and every Sunday, we back new episode every Sunday. Y'all can also follow me, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken KEN_ Mr. MR Gentleman GENTLEMAN. Cheer.
Yeah, man. This is your boy Roddy. You can follow me on IG, Roddy RODDY_F or RODDY DJ Retro page. I'm coming up. You know, be on the lookout for me. All right.
Hey.
Long live the chief.
Long live the chief.
Listen, you know who it is already. It's the chief, Mally Mal. They call me Mally Mal on everything. I'm not going to spell more to y'all because it's felt like a spelling bee already, right?
Because
But they call me Mally Mal, Malimal. If you're talking about black empowerment, I'm with it. If you're talking about protecting the black woman, I'm with it. If you want to learn more about building generational wealth for yourself, come speak to me. All right. Anything negative, skip me, block me, please.
Once again, thank you, Magna, for coming on the show. We gotta have you back. We gotta have you back.
That's
Come
a
on more
whole
time.
fact,
Come
though.
on time. Come on, your vibe brings so much positive here. I love this vibe. You know, we
gotta bring some other sisters. Like, I'm not the only one speaking
Of
of
course,
that.
of course, we are working on that. We are working on that. Bringing more ladies to the show.
I'm happy to pioneer that. I am so honored to be the first lady.
If anybody, we're gonna start.
We couldn't pick a better representative. She came through with the natural hair.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, I
Now
love
the Black Lives Matter shirt. I was feeling the whole
wash it, honestly. I didn't intend to. I was just supposed to wash my hair.
Black girl magic.
Me too.
I love that black girl magic. I love that black girl magic.
It works out.
I love my black woman. So that's the truth. But you already know, this is your boy Ken that came with the gentleman.
This is Aaron Sands.
It's your boy Roddy.
Long live the chief.
You with this chief shit, son.
Nah, we gotta play that song though in a future episode. We gotta play that song.
When your song of the day comes up,
I'm gonna do that.
Long live the chief. But today's Roddy's song of the day. So Roddy,
I'm gonna play all his song of the day. Yo. Long live the chief.
But today's Roddy's song of the day. Roddy, what you got?
Called Thomas. I'm emotional.
I can't. Wait. Is it gonna be the remake? Because he recently remade it.
Nah, the original.
Original one. Emotional.
Ken, who sang that song?
Called Thomas.
Then let him do that.
Set up.
Easy.
We out, y'all.
I love Canada, bro. Real shit.
Shout out to Calgary.
Sing the national anthem for Canada. Right down, you forgive it.
I got you on the next episode of Premier Boys Podcast.
Oh,
Don't
man,
say that. I'm gonna hold you to it.
We out, yeah. We out.
You got to do it for Calgary.
I ain't doing it for Calgary.